Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. And out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone. Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. And out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you all doing today? What is good? All right. We're a little bit under the weather today, but you know what? I really wanted to do this so badly, so I'm not going to be pushing as much vocally, but I wanted to do this because I figured that this would be a really cool thing, and I want to see who the Eagles are going to play, man. I really do. Hit that thumbs up button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. All right, so we got Vikings and we got Rams today. So the winner of this game will play the Eagles on Sunday at 3 o'clock, and it'll be at the Link. So they have to fly over to Philadelphia. The Rams taking on the Vikings. The Vikings lost a very crucial game last week, and were not able to take care of business against the Detroit Lions. So they lost not only the number one seed, or not only the division, but they also lost the number one seed as well. Lions have a bye week. They got the number one seed, and they beat the Vikings for that whole thing. So that was a very big game for them. Meanwhile, the Rams, we'll talk a little bit about them too. Rams coming into today, they're 10-7. They've been playing better lately, that's for sure. They've been doing a little bit of a better job penetrating their offense. They ended up winning. What was I going to say? Ended up losing their last game though to the Seattle Seahawks by a score of 30-25. That was out in LA. All right, JJ, the vertical is not working. There's no video. Great. Good stuff. Great. Great. Why is it not working? It should be working. It is working, I think. Let me see. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oh, you know why it's not working? Because I don't have any video up there. I didn't set up the video yet. So if I go to the live stream, that's how you can see it. So hold up 1 second. That's why. Sorry about that. Let me link this to the live stream as well. That's why it's not working. Okay. You can still hear me. But yeah. All right, let's see. Where is vertical live stream? There we go. All right, now you guys can see me. That's great. Good stuff. All right, so I will make sure that that is up to date with that. So we are good. We're all good. Great. All right, what are your expectations for this game? Please comment down below. Please let me know what you guys think that your final score predictions are going to be, because I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I do. I think that we're going to get some really good action between both of these teams. Sam Darnold going up against Matt Stafford. That should be a fun watch. Kyren Williams, how about him going up against Aaron Jones? That should be really cool as well. Yeah, so that should be great. Is that better? Let's see if that's better. Is that better? Are we still connecting to the software? Viewers should be good to go. Still says, okay, there we go. All right, yeah, oh, good. Great. Good stuff. All right, and how about who else is on the live stream? There we go. There's people. Let's go Rams. Hi, JJ. Hello. Okay, I couldn't see everybody in the chat. So, yes. All right, good. We're all good. We are all ready to rock and roll. Let's go. I can turn this down just a little bit. So, yeah. I'm not really going to be pushing too much vocally today, so I think I went a little bit all out yesterday, and my voice has other plans today. I was on vocal rest for a little bit for the most part. I'd say for about like the last 6 hours. And we should be good to go. We have a lot of tea here. Also have a thermal water bottle for hot water. And we brought up the honey too. So we're good. We're all good. All right, let's get this party started. Let's go to the live stream right now. There we go. And yeah, man, 33-27 Rams. All right, let's try to do this again. Let's copy. Let's delete. And let's paste this. We'll call this live stream chat. Okay, good. 33-27 is Jane's final score. We got 9 concurrent viewers on here. That's cool. Like both streams, I'm not going to be doing this for when we do Eagles games, but I will do this for the other playoff games, and I will also be doing the vertical streams and the horizontal streams for the NBA and for the Sixers. So that should be good. Yo, is this going to work? No. And nothing works. Everything is good. Everything is good except for the Ninja Chat. Okay. All right, why don't I do this? I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. All right. I'm going to rest the voice for a couple minutes, and then I'll be right back. All right. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. right, we should be all good to go. All right. All right, again, so what are your final score predictions for this game? I think it's going to be a really good matchup. I'm going to go with 20. I'm going to go with 24 to 21. I'm going to go with 24 to 21. 24 to 21 Vikings. That's what I'm going to that's what I'm going to say. It's going to be 24-21 Vikings. I think that this should I do. I think that this is a good game. I like Matt Stafford. I like Sean McVay. I think he's a very, very good head coach. Kyren Williams, they have some very good options out there. And Puka Nakua, of course, they still got Cooper Kupp. But yeah, I think it should be a very good game. And of course, you know, the Minnesota Vikings, they got JJ, they got Jordan Addison, they got Aaron Jones. But yeah, I'm here. Where's JJ? I'm right here. I'm all good. I'm all good. Again, not going to be shouting as much today because the bagpipes are a little bit off today. So that's why we're drinking some tea. That's why we got some thermal bottles with us. But, you know, we wanted to do this anyways. So it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So I'm going to try. If there's time at the end, then maybe I'll try to get loud a little bit. But, you know, again, we're not going to push it too much. So should be a good one. Should be fun to watch both of these teams for sure. We got 3 concurrent viewers in the vertical, so that's good. And we should be ready to get underway. I think that one of the things that if I'm watching this as an Eagles fan, I'm going to be looking for a couple of things today. I'm going to be looking to see what both teams' strengths and weaknesses are. And if we have to prepare to play one of these teams, what do we have to capitalize on that didn't go so well yesterday that should go good today? One for Larry, I will go with Vikings 21 to 17. Go, Larry. Yeah, Larry says yay. All right. It's 8:07. How are we not starting yet? I don't know how we're not starting yet. It said that we're supposed to start at 8 o'clock. So after the game is done, all right, I am going to go live, and we're going to do a stream probably at 11:30, and we're going to be taking some Discord calls because I want to give you guys the floor and talk about what to look for next week and what our first predictions are for Eagles versus whoever wins this game. And again, I think it'd be really cool to take your calls. So mods, if you could just put the Discord server down low, I would really appreciate it. My final moments of hope and optimism disappointed to follow. Oh boy. I'm sure that Larry's gonna be he's either gonna be really happy or he's not gonna be a happy camper at all. All right, so let's go over the starting lineups for both teams. So for the Vikings, we'll do their offense first. There'll be Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor over at wide receiver. Let's actually redo that. So at quarterback, they got Sam Darnold. The running back is Aaron Jones. Also have Cam Akers and Ty Chandler as the other backs too. Then at wide receiver, it's Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and Jalen Naylor. The tight end is T.J. Hawkinson. The fullback is C.J. Ham. They got Cam Robinson over at left tackle, Blake Brandel over at left guard, Garrett Bradbury at center, Dalton Risner over at right guard, and Brian O'Neill at right tackle. And for the Rams offense, they got Matt Stafford at QB. They got Kyren Williams at running back. They got Puka Nakua as the wide receiver, along with Cooper Kupp, Demarcus Robinson. Then it'll be Tyler Higbee over at tight end. At left guard, it's Alaric Jackson. At left guard, it's Steve Avila. Center, it's Bew Limmer. And then at right guard, it's Kevin Dotson. And right tackle is Rob Havenstein. Now, for the Vikings defense, they have Jerry Tillery over at defensive end. They got Harrison Phillips at nose tackle. Jonathan Bullard at defensive end on the right side. Jonathan Greenert at wide linebacker. Left inside linebacker is Ivan Pace Jr. Right inside linebacker is Blake Cashman. Andrew Van Ginkel is over at is another linebacker for them as well. And they got Stephon Gilmore, Harrison Smith, Cameron Bynum, Shaquille Griffin, and Byron Murphy Jr. all in the secondary. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they got Braden Fisk, they got Bobby Brown III, and Kobe Turner up front. Then it'll be Byron Young, Christian Roseboom, Omar Speets, Jared Verse, and those are the 4 linebackers. And then in the secondary, it's Darius Williams, Cameron Curl, Cameron Kinchins, Akilo Witherspoon, and Quentin Lake, all in the secondary. Should be a fun one between the both of these teams. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe in case you are new to the play-by-play channel. The name is Jason Joseph. Referees for tonight, it's Alan Baines. You got John Hussey. You have Dana McKenzie, Eugene Hall, Matt Edwards, Terry Killens Jr., and Thomas Eaton. And, of course, you also have, they're playing at State Farm Stadium in Glensdale, Arizona. It is 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is the temperature outside. Game was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, so it's a little bit odd that it's starting this late. Can't understand what's going on. Huh. All right. Let's go back to this. Join JJ on Discord. Yes, please do that. John Williams is here. JJ, what you swelling? What's going on, dude? We're having some tea. Tea for the vocal cords. Probably got to pour in some more hot water after this. Mahalo Shango. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What else? Yeah, can't really think of too much else. The money line for tonight, the Vikings are picked to win by 2.5 points. The money line is actually, so that was the over-under. But the money line for the Vikings is at minus 140. And then for the Rams, they are at plus 120. So, the over-under, though, is at 47.5. And I don't know. Would you take the over or the under? I don't know. I guess I might take the under this one. Boil the water, JJ's expecting. Next, yes. Let you guys know. This is why I'm actually on here, guys. Look at these Eagles fans supporting a little old Vikings fan. The entire world was wrong about you guys. Dude, I can't understand. I mean, like, we had one bad apple, man. And that bad apple yesterday, I mean, everybody saw the video, I'm sure. But that was not cool, dude. It was really not cool. And I don't take that, bro. I don't take, disrespecting other people and all that sort of stuff. There's ways to deal with that, and that's not supposed to be how Philadelphia is. And that one bad apple was, just went viral for that, and that was bad. It was really bad. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go check it out. It's on Twitter. There was a video last night of a female fan was rooting for her Packers, and one guy that was there just called her out and told her to not root for the Packers, and was really mean about it. So, but yeah, all right. So anyhow, we are We should be getting ready to go. We're still experiencing some delays, and that's a little bit odd to me. Was the game really supposed to start at 8:00? It says that it was. Am I like behind or something? No. I was gonna say, what's going on? Vikings have announced their wild card inactives. According to Vivid Seats, the crowd at State Farm Stadium tonight is projected to be 54% Vikings fans and 46% Rams fans. That's according to who's ciphered ESPN. I'm going to make sure that that's Kevin Seifert. Okay, he's a Minnesota Vikings football reporter for ESPN. All right, so we should be good to go in just a little bit. They're doing pregame stuff about the wildfires. Oh, well, that does make sense. Indifferent about Eagles' opponent next week. Just bring the winner, says Nikki. What's up, Nikki Stees? Thanks so much for coming on. Who do you guys want? So 60% of you say Rams and 40% of you say Vikings. Why do you feel that way? Because I honestly don't really care who we take on. I think that both of them present their challenges, and if we play offense the way that we did the last week against the Packers, then that's not good. Eagles will be home and favored next week in any case. Yeah, we shall see. I do think that them losing to Kobe Dean is big. Not gonna lie. I know that he's not their best defensive player, but over at linebacker, we're very limited. And I love Zach Bond, but he's just one linebacker. All right, so we should be ready to finally get going. All right, so let's get the party started. Let's get this party started. I made a snowball the other day when I was shoveling the delivery, but I couldn't find Santa, though I looked. Welcome on in. All right, so we are ready to go. And the Vikings are going to defer first, and Riker kicks it all the way towards the back of the end zone, and Matt Stafford will set up shop at his own 30-yard line. So Stafford 4-4 in his playoff career, 308 passing yards, 15 passing touchdowns, and 6 picks. Of course, he won a Super Bowl with the LA Rams, and he is out there to start things off for LA. Vikings 14-3. And the Rams, well, they're 10-7. Flyers just scored a goal. Somebody could tell me who got that goal. I would really appreciate that. Stafford's under center, fakes the handoff. He's looking down the middle as he throws it. Wide open is Nakua. He catches at the 50 and already taken down at the 44-yard line. Puka Nakua makes the catch for 27 yards. Soft coverage. And Nakua, you can't leave him wide open. And the pass rush was just way too late as well. So Nakua gets a 27-yard catch, and that's how we start off the ball game. Man, too easy, man. Puka Nakua, what a season he's had, and what an incredible receiver he's been as well. All right, so let's set it up again. This time it's Higbee who's in motion. They hand it off to Williams, who runs up the middle, and he's met at the first hash mark, which is after about a yard. So he gets a yard out of it. The Rams offense averaging about 21.5 points per game, which is 20th in the NFL. Kyren Williams, 16 scrimmage touchdowns, which is tied 5th for most in the NFL. There's Cooper Kupp over towards the right side of the line. Byron Murphy Jr. is lined up on him, it looks like. 2nd and 9. As Stafford was under center and now stands back over towards the 47. He'll get the snap. He's looking down the middle. Throws it, and a diving catch by Higbee. Man, Higbee just made a diving catch. He was running, and he was looking backwards and just hauled it on in. That was a perfect throw on the money. So we start off with a 27-yard pass to Puka Nakua, and now a 23-yard pass to Tyler Higbee, and already he's down at the Minnesota 19-yard line. Whew. And Cashman, that was his man again. Just could not beat his man. That was his first man that he had to cover was Puka, and the second guy he had to cover was Higbee. Williams in motion. Stafford fakes the handoff, and now they'll throw it over to Nakua, and Nakua just gets back over to the line of scrimmage. And they're actually going to mark him down at the Minnesota 20, so they'll say that he lost a yard. Well, the Vikings defense, 19.5 points per game allowed, which is 5th in the NFL. Greenard and Van Ginkel have been selected to the Pro Bowl. They tend to blitz on 44% of passing plays, which is the highest in the NFL. 12 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Playing at State Farm Stadium. That's where the game is in Arizona. 1 second left on the play clock, and Stafford will get the high snap again, throws it to Nakua, who makes the diving catch. It was wide open, but it was just a gain of about 4 yards. It was actually Higbee, who was wide open over towards the left side. And it's a 3rd and 7 at the Minnesota 16-yard line. Just a short pass over to Higbee. Played 3 games this season, missed the first 14 because he had a torn ACL. And that's a big piece for them to get back, for sure. They'll break the huddle again, 3rd and 7 at the 16. This will be a 34-yard field goal. Rams, with 5 seconds left on the play clock. 3 seconds left. What are they doing? I don't know. Nakua's in motion, and they're going to have to call for a timeout. Matt Stafford signals for one, and we're going to step aside for a couple of seconds. That's the first timeout used by the Rams. What's up, everyone? What's up, Halftime? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Vikings have won an inordinate number of coin tosses this year. Yeah. All right, Halftime, who do you want to play? Who do you want to play, the Rams or the Vikings, if you were to choose between one or the two? Will's here. What's up, Will? How you doing, my friend? He's over on the vertical stream. I want to make sure that I say hi to you guys for sure. 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Ball spotted at the Minnesota 16-yard line. The Rams are going from right to left. 30 points in the first quarter, which is the second fewest in the NFL by the LA Rams behind the Philadelphia Eagles. Stafford sets them up in the shotgun formation again, triples over towards the right side. Stafford will get the snap, looks over towards his left side, throws it. It's caught by Williams. He gets 6 yards, dives out of bounds, and Smith is the one who tackles him. It is shy of the sticks. There'll be a 4th and 1, and the ball will be spotted at the 10-yard line. Now, did he show it when he was running out of bounds over the 10? I don't think he did. Let's see. They're showing Cooper Kupp, and Stephon Gilmore was on him and did a good job at covering him. So it is a 4th and 1 at the 10, and let's see what McVay decides to do. I think that they are going to go for it, and they will. 4th and 1 at the 10-yard line. And they're in the red zone. Stafford now under center. Kua goes over towards the right side. We had some movement on the Vikings side, and that's probably going to result in the first down. The flags come flying all over. John Nuss using his 10th season as an NFL referee. So Bullard moved in the neutral zone, so it is neutral zone infraction, and that's a 5-yard penalty, and that's a 1st and goal at the Minnesota 5. Already 6 plays, 65 yards in a matter of 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Can't believe that Bullard jumped there, but he did. They'll break the huddle. Stafford under center once again. 6-man rush up front. Nakua in motion. Stafford fakes the handoff. Play action pass. He's looking. He has time. Throws it towards the end zone. Wide open is Williams, and he catches the touchdown. A 5-yard pass over to Kyren Williams, and already a 6-0 lead by the Rams. Just like that. 7 plays, 70 yards in a matter of 4 minutes and 38 seconds. And Matt Stafford untouched. And that offensive line did a great job of protecting him. And nobody was covering Williams. All eyes were on the Kua. And Williams just ran right down the center. 6-0 Rams. And an extra point coming up by Cardi. That's Joshua Cardi. Ball spotted. Kick is up. And It is absolutely good. 7-0 Rams. It was the long snapper there was Alex Ward. And a 7-0 game, as that was the first drive of the game. And we have a timeout on the field. Great start, he said sarcastically. Fell for the oldest trick. 4th and 1, dude. Yeah, okay, so who, I'm sorry. Let's go, JJ. Yes. Right now I picture Moosey smoking catnip and hitting the Temptations while flopped on my side of the king bed. Oh, yeah. You said king size, but I figured that you meant bed, so. Yeah, touchdown. Great start, he said sarcastically. Yeah, that was too easy. Way too easy of a drive there. Lots of soft coverage. Can't believe that Nakua was wide open on the first play. How are you not covering Puka? I mean, my gosh. Like, I'm looking at Nakua, and literally on back-to-back plays, like, I kid you not, you know, Blake Cashman was covering Nakua. Well, not back-to-back, but it was the second passing play. He was covering Nakua, and then he was covering Higbee. So, what up, JJ? Happy New Year, man. What's up, Ariel? How you doing, my friend? Thanks so much. Again, you know, we were supposed to be drinking some tea. Guys, please do me a solid. Remind me during, like, these breaks to drink tea because, again, I'm not trying to push the vocals as much today. Who do you want? Who do you want, man? Do you want Rams or do you want Vikings? William says he hit the like button. We got 21 concurrent viewers on here. That's awesome. Don't forget after the game, too, mods, if you can copy and paste the Discord server down below, I would appreciate that. If somebody could be on that. We are going to be going live for an Eagles preview on whoever wins this game. That's a winning formula. Now let's see what the Horn Hats have got. 12 likes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Relax, Moosey. Ugh. Already 94 views. Coconut juice, JJ. I don't have coconut juice, and I've never really been a big fan of coconut juice, honestly. I don't know, something about it. But tea with honey, it's been working better. I do appreciate that suggestion, though. If you have any other suggestions, I'm more than happy to hear that. I did have some soup. All right, kickoff again. Here it is by Evans. It'll be kicked high and deep over towards the back of the end zones. That was Ethan Evans. I thought that Cardi was going to kick it off, but Evans does it instead. And Sam Darnold is going to go out there. So Darnold this year, 12 interceptions, but 35 passing touchdowns for him. And let's see if the Vikings can respond here on offense. There's Kevin O'Connell, who's the head coach for the Minnesota Vikings. So Darnold will set things up as the Vikings go from left to right. He's under center. Aaron Jones is the single back out there. And they're going to hand it off over to Aaron Jones, and he is stuffed over towards the right side. And he loses 2 yards. They're going to say that he lost 1.5. I thought he was down at the 28, but they mark him down at the 29-yard line. Vikings offense averaging about 25.5 points per game, which is 9th in the NFL. And wide receiver Justin Jefferson, 90 receiving yards per game, which is 2nd in the NFL as well. There he is. He did not have a big week last week against the Detroit Lions. He went pretty quiet. 2nd down and 11 yards to go. Darnold lines them up again. 2 receivers on each side, lined up over towards the outside. Darnold will get the snap. Pressure's coming, and he is sacked for a loss of 10 yards. And the sack is good by Byron Young. He had plenty of time to throw that thing away, and Young just came right at his ankles and wrapped him up like a present. So, yeah, he was backing up. He was stepping back and, well, just got taken down right at the ankles. He did. He had time to throw it, time to look out of bounds, and just couldn't do so. So now it's a 3rd and long at the Minnesota 19-yard line. Three receivers lined up over towards the right side now, and Darnold will get the snap again. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught by Jefferson at the 25. He'll take it to the 30, and about 5 Rams huddle over him, and he is marked down. And it'll be a 4th and 10 at the 30, and the punting unit's going to go out there. 1, 2, 3, and out go the Vikings in just less than 90 seconds. And Ryan Wright is going to be the punter. See how he can do. He's been their punter throughout the season. And he's averaged about 46.5 yards per punt, 40.6 net. There's the punt. It's high and deep, and it's going to be caught at the 12, and spinning and turning and taking it over towards the 21-yard line will be Smith. And it's just an 8-yard gain, and that'll set up LA at their own 22-yard line. They lead at 7-0 as there's a break in the action. Okay. Larry, apparently so. Gift wrapped it. Gift wrapped. Up, I'm going to bed. Good night, folks, says Larry. Oh, boy. All right. Ugh. Dude, this is wild already. It's already wild. Ay. Gosh. Will it be Meltdown Sam again this week? Dude. That was not the start that I anticipated. Dear Stafford, do more of the same. I don't care who we take on next week, to be honest. We have 26 people watching. First of all, thank you so much for coming on here. If you are a NFL fan, if you're a Philly fan, if you are an NBA or a MLB fan, we cover them all, man. We do Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles on this channel. I do play-by-play, and I love being able to interact with you guys. It's a lot of fun. JK, I'm fated to suffer through the whole thing. No, I know. I figured that you were, because I know you. I know you, man. I do. You know, you give your blood, sweat, and your tears, man, when it comes to the sports. That's just how you are, man. JJ fan, yes. Yes. That's the cool thing about this, too, is that I've noticed that when it comes to doing these things, we have, you know, our loyal fans that come on and support us, so that's really, really awesome. Yes. Again, after this game, I will make the live stream. I will probably try to start it during halftime. I'm not going to obviously put a title in there, but what I will do is at 11:45, probably, at 11:45, we'll be doing an Eagles versus whoever wins this game. We'll be doing a preview We'll be doing a preview for the next Eagles game on Sunday. I'll just put it that way. We're going to preview the next Eagles game, and I want you guys to come on the Discord, and I want you guys to give me your thoughts about last night, or just about, you know, who they take on Sunday, because I think that now is like a really good day to sort of regroup and clean up what wasn't said last night. Stafford fakes the handoff, play action pass. He throws downfield, throws it, wide open catch by Nakua, and already marked down at the 36. He caught it right there. And Puka Nakua, another wide open catch. Perfect throw. That was actually to Robinson, for 23 yards. Thought that was Nakua for a second. Sorry about that. That's DeMarcus Robinson, the third string wide receiver. And already Stafford 7 for 7 in the passing game for 87 yards. Nakua lined up over towards the right side. He's in motion. Stafford fakes the handoff again, rolls over towards his right side, throws it to Higbee, who will make the catch. Jukes one player, takes it past midfield, and he's out of bounds at the 44. Higbee gets pushed and actually he got it for 4 yards and then ran 7 yards after the catch and avoided a tackle from a Vikings defensive end that was Bullard. So another first down by the Rams. Already their 6th first down. 7:03 left to be played in quarter number 1. Stafford now 8 for 8 in the air with 98 yards. He'll be under center again. Shotgun formation. He gets the snap, throws it. It's caught inside the 40, marked down at the 30. It is Parkinson. So that is Colby Parkinson, who is the second string tight end. They got Higbee, they got Parkinson, then they got Hunter Long. On the tackle was Cashman. Just his first tackle today. 2nd and 3. Vikings tied for 4th this season in sacks at 49. But during week 8 at the Rams, that was their only game that they had a goose egg. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Stafford will get the snap, but a timeout is called by the Rams pre-snap. And that's already their second timeout that they've used, and we're only in the first quarter. So they still have 1 timeout remaining. Curious as to why they used it there, but we step aside for just a couple of seconds. Not one successful snap yet for the Vikes on offense or defense. Literally not one. Eagles are the last Philly team standing. Yep. My TV is frozen on play-by-play with JJ. Looks like a deer. And JJ looks like a deer in the headlights. Bro, take a picture. Well, you can't hear me. You can't probably hear me. Unless you can, and it's just the visuals that's frozen. JJ, remember me? What's up, Carter? How you doing, my friend? Carter, where have you been, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. He's over on the vertical stream. Nice. 6:05 left to go in quarter number 1. Nakua goes from left to right. They'll hand it off to Williams, and Williams gets past the 25 to the 30. Gets over towards the 25, and he's marked down, and the ball ended up coming loose, but I think it was after the play. Yes, it was. So it was after he was down, so it's a 17-yard gain. Greenard is the one who does make the tackle. Williams had a couple of blockers. He was able to spin past another Vikings player that was, I think, Van Ginkel. And Board was the one to take him down, and then Nakua got on top of it. He did. 5:30 left to go. And it's 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 21-yard line. Stafford fakes the handoff on another play-action pass, throws it towards his right side, catches by Higbee, takes it to the 20, to the 15, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 11-yard line. Just a gain of 9. There is some flags as some extracurriculars are coming after the catch. And the clock stops with 5:12 to go in the first quarter. Rams offense already 122 yards just on these first 2 drives. They've had the ball for 6 minutes and 40 seconds in this first quarter. So let's see what the call is. It'll be a personal foul called on Limmer for unnecessary roughness. And it is a 15-yard penalty. It'll be a 2nd and 16 now. And that sends them back to the Minnesota 27-yard line. Looked like Pace and Limmer were sort of going at it. And he pushed Van Ginkel, actually. Wow. He did. He pushed him. 5 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. Rams going from right to left. Shotgun formation again. Stafford will get the snap, throws it, and it's incomplete. It was supposed to go to Nakua, who was open in the flat. And it was too low. It was a little bit, it was too low, and Nakua couldn't make the catch. I do remember you. Like Sherman, though. 17-yard completion coming, says Larry. Rams know that they won't need timeouts later, so they're just using them now for fun. Plus 62-point differential for the Vikings in the first quarter, minus 62 for the Rams, and it's been the opposite today. Stafford again in the gun, gets the snap, wide open catch by Higbee up the middle, and he takes it for 11 yards. It's a 4th and 5 at the Minnesota 16-yard line. Metellus and Smith are the ones to tackle Higbee. Tyler Higbee today, 5 catches on 5 targets for 58 yards. And I think that they're just going to take the 3 here. And Joshua Carty is going to go out there. 29 for 34 he is on field goals. His longest that he made was 58. This is just a 34-yard attempt. It's certainly in his wheelhouse. Long snapper is Alex Ward. 34-yard attempt coming up. 4:05 left to be played. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. 10-0 Rams. So they score a touchdown on the first drive. The second drive results in a field goal. Takes about 4 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock. And we go into a break. Couldn't think of the words. All right. Tea time. Oh, wait. Probably should put a cover on this. Should have thought about that. But yeah. NHL update. Flyers are down 2-1. Thank you. Greetings from Melbourne, Florida. A native Philly person. What's up, Bam? Bam, how are you doing, my friend? What's going on? What is up, my friend? I keep over-exaggerating the final scores, forgetting it's the playoffs. Welcome aboard, Bam. I appreciate you so much for tuning in on here. If you are from the Philly area, well, I've got great news for you because we do Philly sports play-by-plays on this channel. We don't do it like watch party style. We do the Phillies, we do the Eagles, and we also do the Philadelphia 76ers on this channel as well. So if that is part of your cup of tea, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button because we are on for almost every single game. We try not to miss a lot of games at all. I'd say that we're pretty consistent. Wouldn't you say, chat? I think that we're pretty consistent for the most part. But we're doing a special today because we're finding out who our opponent's going to be. So I'm not doing a watch party. I'm doing like a traditional play-by-play. But we have an awesome, awesome cast on here. We have a cast full of incredible people, and it's really, really cool. So I hope that you get along with everybody on here because they're all family, and they're all a part of my Philly Freaks with a capital P and a capital H. What's up, JJ? What's up, Snow? How you doing, my friend? Another good play-by-play announcer. Snowman Multimedia, drop that link down below. You know what to do. I don't even have to tell you. You just come on over here and you take your shoes off and drop that link, my friend. Grace is also here. Hi, Grace. Hi, Grace. What's going on? I didn't see you for the end of that Eagles game yesterday. You said you were coming back. I was paying attention. I was. JJ is quite consistent. Traditional old school play-by-play is where it's at. I'm doing that for myself. Yes, you are. 4:01 left to go in quarter number 1. So the Rams will be kicking it off for the third time today, or for the second time today. Carty's kick is high, it's deep, and it goes over towards the end zone. It's caught, and taking the knee is Brandon Powell. Okay. And that's going to set up shop at the 30-yard line for Sam Darnold and the Vikings offense. So the Vikings have only had the ball for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. They had a 3-and-out on their very first drive, and they're looking to try to get a different result on drive number 2. They are going from left to right. Darnold's now under center. Pistol formation they go with this time. Darnold will hand it off to Jones, and Jones goes up the middle, gets past the left guard, but he just gets 3 yards. Sam Darnold last week in the red zone, that was a big storyline. He was just 2 for 11 with 7 passing yards. That's it. They had no touchdowns. They haven't had a touchdown on the last 15 drives, the Vikings. Darnold fixed enough again to play action pass. He's looking. He has time. He throws it, and it's caught up the middle, right in between the hash marks. It's by Aaron Jones again. Christian Roseboom, the linebacker for the LA Rams, able to take him down. He's shy of the stick, so it's a 3rd and 1. So it was a 3-yard run by Jones, then a 6-yard catch by Jones, and it's a 3rd and 1 at the Minnesota 39-yard line. And another third down coming on up. 10-0 Rams. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. They'll break the huddle. The Vikings, that is. Darnold looking for the snap. He gets it. He's looking towards his left side. Throws it. It's caught. Climbing the ladder and making the catch is Jordan Addison for 7 yards. And he was well covered. The pass was high, but Addison able to leap up in the air, make the catch, and dive out of bounds over towards the near sideline. He had it. Actually got his knee down as he was in the air and just was able to keep it in bounds. Nice catch. That was awesome. Witherspoon did a good job at covering him. And that's the first down today by the Vikings. It's a 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 46. So it's a 7-yard pass. Darnold again gets the snap, looks up the middle, throws it. It's caught again inside the 50 at the Minnesota 46. That's where they'll mark him down. It'll be a 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pass. And that was to C.J. Ham, who was the fullback. Has been another good gadget player. Less than 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. There's Jared Versa, 2024 Pro Bowler selection. He's out there on defense. Darnold fakes the handoff, looks downfield, throws it. Wide open catch at the 25, and marked out of bounds is J.J. Over towards that right side, Jefferson ran a really good route and was able to get wide open against Lake. And he got a lot of separation there. He made the catch, and another first down by the Vikings. And they'll have it at the LA 24-yard line. Justin Jefferson, 28 receptions of 20-plus yards, which is 7 more than any other player. 3 receivers lined up over towards the left side, and 1 receiver over towards the right. Darnold again gets the snap. He's looking, pressure's coming, and he is sacked. That's a loss of 7. And, of course, the guy that's there is Turner. That is Kobe Turner, who was a right defensive end. He was rushing the edge and just came on through and was able to get past the right guard and the right tackle. Could not contain him. Sure. That was really all. I'd say that was on Blake Brandel, dude. So 2nd and 17, and the ball is now at the 31. Another snap, and the throw is over to Hawkinson. He does make the catch. It's a 7-yard gain, and he's marked down by Roseboom again. Not a lot of people can get past that guy because he covers so much ground. 3rd and 10 with 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Curious to see if they're going to run one more play here. 5 seconds now left, and I think that's going to do it, and it will. So that's going to wrap things up in the first quarter. The Vikings, they trail 10-0. It'll be a 3rd and 10 at the LA 24 as they switch sides, and they go into a break. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and hit the bell icon. I'm at 7 touches this year. My goal by the month's end is to get 1,000 subscribers on my new channel. Nice. Very, very cool. Darnold was missing high a lot last week. For those of you, again, if you guys have any sort of critiques, let me know. I think that the one thing yesterday that I wanted to sort of get a little bit better at today is try to use more descriptors. How high is the pass, right? Who's on who? Where's the ball at all times? What's going on before pre-snap? Those are the types of things that I tend to care a little bit more about. And I may not know everybody's names like when I'm looking up, but we're just trying to be a little bit more descriptive. That's how we do it on this channel. Well, that predicted collapse pretty fast. So, yeah, if you have any pointers, let me know. Jane Grammer, the 4 major leagues, college sports, and now headed into the direction of women's sports. Dude, man, I mean, you covered Caitlin Clark a lot last year, my guy. When she was at Iowa. I hope that you do more Indiana games. What direction are the teams going? Rams left to right, Vikings right to left, things like that. I think I said that once or twice, but I could always repeat that more. Oh, that's a good critique. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a very good one. Play action. I've said that a couple times. types of formations. I think I've seen like one pistol formation. A lot of teams now, they just run it out of the shotgun. So like a lot of these like older terms, single back and nickel and all that sort of stuff. Some of that's getting a little bit, I'd say not obsolete yet, but it's sort of getting thrown out, So, who's on first? What's on second? Where's on third? Like, subscribe, hit the bell icons as well. And don't forget, you're also more than welcome to support the channel, too, via Super Chat or also donations, too. There's Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell being interviewed. 15 straight drives without a touchdown. Minnesota, that's what it says. Then Scully type story on players, if you got any. That's a very good one. I like that. That's a very, very good. It's a very, very good one. I like that a lot. Darnold in the gun again. Triples receivers over towards the left side. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking. Blitz is coming. He throws it, though, and finds Jefferson open at the 20. And he is marked down in between the hash marks right at about the 17. They'll call it a 4th and 2 at the LA 16-yard line. Roseboom was trying to break free and only had a couple of blockers there, and Vikings offensive line did a great job at taking them down. So it'll be a 4th and 2, a 34-yard field goal attempt by Will Reichert. It was 24 for 30 on field goals this season. Longest for him was 58. That was against Houston. There's a 34-yarder. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. Just gets through the right upright. And it's now a 10-3 game. So the Rams on their last offensive drive, they took a 3. And the Vikings will play copycat. And we go into another break. 10-3 ball game here in Arizona as the Rams are hosting the Vikings. That's a very good critique. I like that a lot. Wikipedia. Yes. Okay. Yeah, stories are always a very good thing. And I haven't really been using Twitter a lot today because I don't follow a lot of Vikings guys. So, there's not really much I can say about that. I will try to keep it open and see if there's anything Vikings, or it's not just Vikings, right? Like, we're also doing Rams too. So, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has spoken with Colorado head coach Deion Sanders about the team's head coaching vacancy, and discussions are expected to continue regarding the possibility of him becoming the next head coach in Dallas, according to Jordan Schultz. And Jordan is a Fox Sports NFL insider who has done a very good job in the sports industry. He says that he also adds on that Coach Prime is quote-unquote considered a top candidate, though the Cowboys plan to interview other candidates as part of the process per team sources. Just something to keep in mind. Who does Twitter anymore? Great question. I like that. Make yourself a set of game notes for each game that you cover. Yes. That's also a good habit to get into. I do it for like my IRL streams or my IRL broadcasts. Do I do that for this? Actually, that's a lie. I do. I make sure that I look over things, but it's more so just like mental research. There's some things I jot down, but I should definitely jot more things down. I don't want to say like that I don't go into a cast like unprepared, because that's not true. I don't do that on here. I still prepare. I still look over the teams. I still try to glance over things. I see what's going on Twitter and those types of stuff, but I should be writing more things down. That's a very good critique. Good one. Write more things down. I remember them all. Write more things down. Direction of where the ball is going, left to right, right to left. Jersey descriptions as well. It's a very good one. And also storylines. See, I remember all of them. It's all good. It's all great. Hit the field goal. It did. I got back into doing a full book of game notes beginning this weekend when I did Texas/South Carolina women's hoops. Yep. I mean, I definitely made my spotting charts for Villanova, for sure. Jody helps with the game notes. See, you're lucky, my friend. This is what happens, like when you have somebody who loves you and is willing to go the extra mile. That's got to be nice. That's got to be such a great luxury to have. All right, kickoff by Reichert. It's high, it's deep, it's going end over end. It'll be caught towards the back of the end zone and taking the knee. Once again, is going to be Xavier Smith. That's Jordan Withington. And the Rams will have things at their own 30. Stafford tonight, 11 for 22 in the air. He's already thrown for 124 yards. And I think it's safe to say that he's the best passing quarterback in the NFC. I think that that's safe to say that he's at least a top 3. What do you guys think about that? Is Matt Stafford a top 3 quarterback in the NFC? Stafford fakes the handoff, play action pass, pressure's coming, and he is sacked, but he actually lost the ball. And taking it to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and going into the end zone is Cashman. He picked up the fumble off of Matt Stafford and just took it right into the end zone, just like that. And now it's a 10-9 game. Let's see. Again, that was Greenard that caused the fumble, and Stafford just lost it. I mean, was the ball punched out? Not really. I mean, he tried to throw it. And they ruled it as a fumble, and now the refs are going to get together. It looked like he tried to throw it from the replay review. Let's see. Let's see what this call is. So they looked at it. I don't know. I think that did he motion frontwards? I do. So they are reviewing this to see if this is a forward pass or not. He tried to flip it. That's what he tried to do, and they ruled it as a fumble. It is ruled as a pass forward, so they are going to take the touchdown away, and they rule it as an incomplete pass. It is going to be a 2nd and 10 at the LA 30. So the replay official reviewed the fumble, and the play was reversed. And that was the right call. Looked like he tried to flick it forward. He did. A little sidearm throw as he was escaping. Grenard, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. 2nd and 10 at the LA 30. I'm sorry, next time you get down and protect that ball. The shotgun formation for Stafford again. They'll reline back up at the 30 once again. Naku is in motion going from left to right. Stafford will get the snap this time. He's looking to throw it downfield, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. The target was Robinson, and he threw it right in front of him, too far away. Can't be angry about it. Everyone would want their QB to do that. Yep. It was a Tom Brady moment. 3rd and 10 for the LA Rams now at the 30. Nakua back in motion. There's triple receivers over towards the left side. Stafford will get the snap. He's looking and throws it, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore did a good job at covering Puka Nakua. Stayed right on him and just deflected it right out of his hands and interfered with him, but there was no pass interference or anything like that. Just he tried to interfere with the play there, and he did. So the clock stops, and that's a 3 and out. Here comes the punt by Powell. or Powell will return it. And Wright is going to, or Ethan Evans will punt it. And it's high and it's deep. And it is going to be muffed out of bounds at the 27-yard line. All right, I got to take a step off. I will be right back. I need to get myself some more tea. I will see you very, very soon, though. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. We are back. All right. Flyers tied at 2-2. Good. Good stuff. 13:58 left to go in the first half. It's 10-3 Rams, and Vikings have the football right at their own 30. They'll hand it off to Jones, who gets past the teeth of the defense, runs up the middle, takes it to the 35, over towards the 40, and he is taken down by Kinchins. It's a 13-yard gain by Aaron Jones. Actually started, that was at their own 27-yard line, so it is a 13-yard gain. That is correct. Forgot the ball was punted. Now it's a 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 40-yard line. Darnold now under center, looking to communicate with his team, and he'll get the snap. He'll pitch it back over to Jones, who gets 7 yards, gets past the right guard, and he did. He got 7 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 3 at the Minnesota 47-yard line. So Sam Darnold, 27 years old, was, of course, a 2018 pick. It was a 3rd overall pick by the Jets. Played with the Jets from 2018 to 2020. And then he went to the Panthers, played with them up until 2022. Then was with the 49ers last year. Now he's with the Minnesota Vikings. Darnold fakes the handoff. Play action pass. Pressure's coming, and he is sacked. Oh, that's a big loss. Darnold sacked for a loss of 12 yards, and that is by Durant. Durant was running on through that right side and just came out of nowhere. It was like a little dot that just turned into like a bigger speck and was able to just take him down with ease. What a play. So now a 3rd and 15 at the Minnesota 35-yard line. Darnold again will get the snappiest time. He throws it incomplete. And it was a diving attempt by Shaquille, or by Akello Witherspoon. And it was supposed to go to Justin Jefferson. It was. Right over on the right side of the 50 number. 4th and 15. Still 10-3 Rams is the score. 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And Wright's going to go out there to punt it. And Xavier Smith is going to be returning it for the LA Rams. Here's the punt. Tie, and it's going to be bouncing over towards the 5-yard line, over towards the near side, and it bounces out of bounds. There's a flag, however, thrown. Be interested to see if it's on the kicking team or on the return team, as the refs are going to gather together. They're going to talk it over. They're going to call a personal foul. And it's, because Wright got knocked on into by Hummel. So that's roughing the kicker. That's a 15-yard penalty. And that puts the Vikings at their own 50. He did. That was the right call. Hummel certainly went diving right after him and roughed him. Roughed him up. So they have it at the 50-yard line. They're at midfield, and they get a first down that way, and they get to keep the football. So the drive will certainly continue. It's pretty wild. His sack's already a 15-yarder. Wow. That is unbelievable. 1st and 10, right at midfield. Jefferson's in motion. They'll hand it off. Up the middle is Aaron Jones, and not much there, just 2 yards. Jones today, 5 carries, 24 yards. Let's see again. So Wright was kicking it, and then it looked like that Hummel was trying to break on past somebody else on special teams. I think that was McLaughlin, and he just landed right on him. 2nd and 8 at the LA 48-yard line. They send the Rams a 6-man rush up front. Another snap made, and it's going to go over to Justin Jefferson, the throw, that is, over towards the left side. And it's a short gain by Justin as he lunges forward, gets past the line, and he's marked down at the 47. Witherspoon has done an incredible job today. He's the one that wrapped him up right on that right ankle. Got on by Naylor. Tyler Higbee now is doubtful to return. So that is a big loss for the Rams over at tight end. So Darnold again gets the snap. He backs up. He throws over towards his right side, and it is intercepted. Intercepted there. Right at the 42. It's caught by Durant. And Durant makes the catch. He just caught it above the ground, and LA takes on over at their own 42-yard line. What a play. Durant in this game has had 2 big plays. Kobe Durant covering Jordan Addison. That's where the pass was supposed to go. And he just said, no, no, no. I got the ball. And let's take it over at the 42. They actually said that he gained a yard, so the ball will be at the 43-yard line. And a timeout on the field with 10:14 to go. That's a fumble. That was a BS call. That was a gift. Yeah, you jinxed it, man. You jinxed it. NHL update, it's 3-2. Florida Panthers up by 1 against the Flyers with 14:32 left in the third period. Oof. I hate to be a homer here, but Eagles are looking better than both of these teams. Calling it like it is. They're looking better than both of these teams. I'm feeling good so far. And again, like, we'll talk about it. We'll make sure that we talk about that after this game is done for whoever wins this game. T for JJ. Good reminder. Yes, sir. Thanks for the reminder there. I appreciate that. We'll take a bigger. We gotta take a bigger sip than that. Come on, bro. That's better. I think when we're done, we'll go downstairs. When we go into halftime. Flyers tied it. Let's go. Great. That makes me happy. You notice how yesterday during the Sixers game I didn't say anybody update me on that? Did you notice that? Because honestly, we cover them and they're just like, can't even think about them right now. Nice. Who tied it? Who tied it for us? Who got us the goal? He threw it. It was right over to Durant. Kobe Durant. I gotta tell you, he's been, some of these corners I think are really, really good on the Rams. I do. I think that they have some talent. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mods, how many likes do we have? Let us know down below. Let us know how many likes and how many subscribers that we have. We have 3 concurrent viewers over on the vertical. We got 30 on the horizontal. Stafford in the gun gets the snap, backs up over towards the 35. There's a flag thrown in the backfield. The throw is made over towards the 40, taking it to the 45, running outside over towards the 50, and taking it inside the 45 in Minnesota territory. And making that catch there, I think, was Nakua, but there is a flag thrown, and I think that they're going to call offense, holding on the offense, and they will. It's going to be on Alaric Jackson. They got a free play out of it. Left tackle just pushing and shoving and holding. Oh, yes, for sure. He held on to number 32 of the Minnesota Vikings. So that's a 10-yard penalty, and that sends them back to the LA 32-yard line. Tyler Higbee is doubtful to return, we said. 5 receptions on 5 targets for 58 yards. And so who is the backup tight end, Jason? That's Colby Parkinson. Empty backfield. Stafford in the gun. Gets the snap. He's looking. He avoids one tackle. Throws it. And it's incomplete. Tried to shimmy and get past Cashman. Really wanted to get that sack there. And the pass was supposed to go to Nakua, who was up the middle, and he was running a little slant. He was open. Looked like Van Ginkel again was, that was supposed to cover him. It was. So he dodged a bullet there. 2nd and 20 with 9:32 left to go in quarter number 2. Stafford hands it off to Kyren Williams. I'm sure that they want to try to get him involved more. He runs up the middle, and he takes it for 5 yards. And he is brought down by Smith. Kyren Williams, what a year he's had. It's been really special. He's only 24 years old. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. Was a second-team All-Pro player last year and made a Pro Bowl team last year as well. Stafford gets the snap again. He'll look towards his right side. He throws it, and it's caught right before the line of scrimmage, but taking it for 4 more yards is Kyren Williams, and it'll be a 4th and 10 at the LA 42. So the defense does do its job. That's the Vikings defense. 8:40 left to be played in the second quarter. And O'Connell certainly has to be happy about that. And the punting unit's going to go out there. That's Ethan Evans. 30 punts from inside the 20, and that thing was almost blocked. But it's high, and it is going to be caught inside the 10, right at about the 9 by Powell as he calls for a fair catch. That thing was nearly blocked. Whew. So close. Who had the block there? Who almost had the block there? That was Camu Grugier Hill. Whew. It was so close. Dived on forward and almost nearly blocked it. I got game updates on another Rams YouTube channel, and they keep showing whose house is it. I'm like, the Cardinals, duh. That's funny. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. More tea. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we pull up this scoreboard here. Yeah. I'm not really afraid of these teams right now. These two teams don't really scare me. That's what I've learned today. The Eagles' defense should feast off of whoever they face here. The only thing that kind of, concerns me a little bit is that they're going to have to rely on the secondary a little bit more. So I think that with Josh Jacobs this week, they were more up front. They did a better job. The Packers did a better job at establishing the ground. But I like Vic Fangio, and I think that he'll draw up some really, really good schemes against Justin Jefferson, against Puka Nakua. I'm sure that Quinnion's going to be targeted on on either of those guys, the both. Jeez. But yeah, that's something that I'm sort of thinking about as I'm watching this. Literally, that was so close to being blocked. And he was so mad at himself. He was slamming his hand down on the turf like 5 times. So freaking close. 8:24 to go in quarter number 2. Darnold starts off at the 10. Takes the handoff, rolls over towards his right side, throws it. It's caught right at the 10, and marked down at the 11 is Sheffield. He got tackled right by Lake. It's just a 1-yard positive gain. Darnold this year, 4,319 passing yards, which is 5th in the NFL. Also thrown for 12 picks. He's 14th in QBR with a 60.5 QBR. Haven't gotten an update yet on Tyler Higbee. Darnold sets up shop again at the 11. What are they going to do? They'll hand it off to Jones. Gets past the left guard and is marked down right by the Rams as he got a 6-yard gain. That was Akers, excuse me. Akers has been utilized. That was the first time that he was used. And gets a 6-yard gain over towards the left side. And the ball will be spotted at the Minnesota 17-yard line. I forgot to do something. I forgot to bring that up. I did. I forgot to bring that up. Apologize. 3rd and 3. All right. Big play coming up here. Darnold will get the snap. He has blockers. He's looking towards his right side. Throws it to Hawkinson. Catches it inside the 30 and goes out of bounds over towards the far sideline. Over towards the 33-yard line. Hawkinson makes a 16-yard catch. And a first down by the Vikings. That was Williams who was supposed to cover him. That is Darius Williams over at the cornerback position. 6.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. It's a 10-3 game. The Rams lead it by 7. Kyren Williams had a 5-yard touchdown catch from Matt Stafford on the first drive by LA, and then it was Cardio at a 34-yard field goal to make it 10-0, and then Riker did a 34-yarder too The snap, a handoff. It's going to be taken over towards the 35 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Inside the 45 and marked down at the 41 is Akers. A 26-yard run by Cam Akers, and he is down at the 41. Akers had some great blocking there, and he was running with a head of steam, and he stiff-armed his way over towards that 41-yard line. Darnold gets the snap. Another play-action pass. The throw is over towards the right side. It's caught inside the 40 over towards the 37-yard line. And the ball ended up coming loose. Uh-oh. And they're gonna say that he fumbled it, and the Rams are going to have the ball. It is a first down on the Rams. So let's see again. Oliver was the one that caught it. The ball ended up coming loose, and the Rams did recover it. They got on top of it. It was Lake. Oh, boy. Was he down by contact is the question. Was his knee down? And it was. I think it was. I don't know. I thought it was at first, but let's see. They're going to review this to see if Oliver's down by contact. The ball just came loose, and he lost it. Ay, ay, ay. Unbelievable. Both teams combined for 1 for 9 on third down, 2 for 10. So they're reviewing this, and now they're in a timeout. It's pretty wild. He could not hang on to the ball there. Larry says we won't get the call. Thought for a split second his knee was down, but there should be no way that he fumbles that, dude. He has to hang on to that. Oliver could not hang on to it, but was he down is the question. And it was a good job by the Rams on the other side, though. But got to be able to hang on to that football. All right. Well, we got this game over here. We got this team over here. I'm going to pull up the rosters right now so that way I have everything up here to my liking. That's what I'm going to do. So Josh Oliver, tight end, 6 feet 5 inches tall, went to San Jose State and was a third-round pick by Jacksonville. They're reviewing to see if he fumbled the ball after the catch that he made. They say, before the timeout was taken, that Darnold made the pass over to Oliver for 5 yards. It was fumbled, and the cause was by Lake, and it was recovered by Roseboom at the 36. Let's see, is his knee down? His knee was down. And it's going to be Minnesota's ball. Wow. That was literally luck by the second, man. 2nd and 5, and they hand it off, and it's going to go to Akers, but he loses 5 yards there. 2 yards, excuse me. 2 yards. Tried the stiff arm pass Lake, and it's a 3rd and 7. That was literally luck. 1 millisecond later, and that would have been a fumble. My gosh. 3rd and 7 at the LA 38-yard line. And 5 minutes to go. Vikings do have all 3 timeouts. The Rams have 1. 5 seconds left on the play clock as the Vikings go from right to left. Triple receivers over towards the right side of the offensive line. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking. Pressure's coming, and he fumbles the football. It's carried to the 45, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and going and diving into the end zone for the LA Rams as they get a fumble recovery and a touchdown is the LA Rams defense. Man, oh man. It's now 16-3, It looked like it was Witherspoon who caused the fumble, and it was picked up by Verse. And that's for 57 yards. And the Rams have a 16-3 lead. Another turnover by the Vikings. And Witherspoon came and just took him down, punched the football out. And again, it was picked up by Verse. Extra point coming up. 16-3 Rams. Cardi for the extra point. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and it is good. And that makes it 17-3 LA. Stunning here in Arizona. Wow. That is unreal, man. Verse literally just dove right into the end zone and just... I don't know how high he dove, but that was a high dive. It's Jared Verse, a linebacker who's 260 pounds. Picture this, a 260-pound linebacker from Florida State who's 6 feet 4 inches tall, just dives high into the end zone. And Kevin O'Connell looks stunned. 4:35 to go in the second quarter. That's what happens when you hold the ball forever. That's insane. That was the easiest pick this week, says Sylvania. And by the way, Sylvania does a good job on 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, kickoff. Here it is. It's high and deep, and it goes over towards the back of the end zone. It's over the head of the kick returner, Ty Chandler, and the Vikings will get it back at their own 30. Sometimes you just have to laugh to yourself, man. 4:35 to go in the second quarter. And if the Vikings are going to score, they're going to have to do it now. 2025 is the McCarthy season, says Larry. Darnold is now under center. Addison's in motion, going from left to right. Darnold will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Akers, and Akers gets in between the hash marks, only gets about 2 yards, though. Did I say Akers? I meant to say Jones. Sorry. Jeez. Why have I slipped up on that today? Why have I slipped up on that? All right, move on. Jared Verse with a scoop and score off of the Darnold fumble. And he had that Superman dive, ESPN said. Darnold lines him up again. Addison is over towards the right side. Darnold will get the high snap. He's looking. He's still looking. He's moving. Pocket's collapsing, and down he goes. Another sack by the Rams. That's like the 4th sack that Darnold has had today. The 5th, actually. And he loses 7 yards. Young and Gallimore there to just take him down and make him lose 7 yards. Gallimore, I mean, he came out of nowhere, but plenty of time for Darnold to throw that away and just couldn't do it. It's now a 3rd and long. Vikings are 2 for 7 on 3rd downs in this game. Darnold will get the snap again. He's looking. He'll climb the pocket. He'll throw it up the middle, and it hits the ground first, I believe. Nope, they're going to call it a first down. Justin Jefferson, they rule it as a catch. So Jefferson was leaning down, and he did. He caught it. He absolutely did. It wasn't really the best camera angle, but Justin Jefferson makes the catch, and that'll move the sticks. A 16-yard catch by Justin Jefferson. That throw was actually right on the money by Darnold. 1st and 10 with 2:40 left to go in the second quarter. Vikings still go from right to left. Darnold wants the snap, and he'll get it. And Jones will run for about 3 yards over towards the left side. And he's tackled. right at the 45. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and I'm curious to see if they're going to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. So that should be interesting to see. And with 2:05 left, they will take it down to the 2-minute warning, and we'll step aside. All right, so 2-minute warning coming on up, 17-3 Rams. And the Vikings still do have all 3 timeouts left. They got the most out of Darnold this year. Now let him walk and let someone else pay for the $40 million for him. Darnold is all washed up. You're all washed up, boys, says Jane. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icons, man. Darnold is seeing ghosts. It's really wild. Out of Home Depot, time to head to Puna. Sounds like the Rams are dominating. Oh, they are. They absolutely are. Dude, they just had a 57-yard scoop and score off of Sam Darnold on the very last drive. That was by Verse. Verse picked it up. A 57-yard return on the fumble. Lots of turnovers, man. Lots of turnovers. I mean, the Vikings only have 2 turnovers, but it's felt like that they've had more. Well, one of them was, remember, one of them, he was down. There was actually, who was it? It was Oliver, whose knee was just down. His knee was literally just down before the ball literally left his hands, like milliseconds before it hit before it left his hands. But yeah, crazy, unbelievable. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, Eagles fans. Eagles fans, we should be feeling really good. Flyers scored! They lead at 4-3 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Right? Didn't they just score? They must have scored in the third period. The third period, not quarter. 4:53 left to go. Keeping our eyes on that game, too. Yes. Like, subscribe, and hit those bells. Can't handle the pressure. Sam looking like Yosemite Sam out there. I was going to say that Sam is looking like Paul George. Shots fired. He's looking like Paul George. How about that? How about Sam George? Crazy. Flyers just scored. Good. Yeah, who scored? Who scored for the Flyers? Does anybody know? So we're after the 2-minute warning. Vikings will also receive the second half kickoff. Got a score here, though. Darnold will get the snap, looks over towards his left side, throws it, and it's incomplete. It is incomplete. Wide open was Jones, and he just couldn't make the catch. Drink the Ovaltine and the tea. Ovaltine, yes. Ovaltine. I haven't had Ovaltine. My dad likes Ovaltine. Kevin O'Connor can't fix everything. Nope. 18 points in the final 2 minutes of the first half, which is the fewest in the NFL by the Vikings this season. Darnold in the shotgun will get the snap on a 3rd and 7, throws it over to Hawkinson. He'll catch it right at the 50, but it's shy of the sticks, about 2 yards short. And a 4th and 2 coming up at the 50, and you're going to have to go for it here. You are. See what the Rams defense can do. The Rams are 10 and 7, and the Vikings still out there on offense. 90 seconds to go. Darnold in the shotgun gets the snap. He has time. And now he backs up. Pressure's coming, and he is sacked again. The 6th sack on Sam Darnold. And it's Turner. Turner, who takes him down. It's an 11-yard loss. And the Rams have it at the Minnesota 39-yard line. This Rams defense has been wild and has been running all over the Vikings O-line today. And Darnold, even though he had time to throw it again, just could not get it off. I mean, the receivers looked like we're pretty well covered. Jefferson looks frustrated out there. And that was a big sack. And the Rams have it at the 39 in Minnesota territory. So Stafford hands it off to Kyren Williams. Takes it inside the 40 to the 35, and he'll get over to the 30. They'll call it a 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 29, I believe. And Turner was the one who made the sack on Sam Darnold. That is Kobe Turner. A lot of Kobe's on this Rams team. Kobe Turner. Who else? You got Cody Schrader. That's Cody. You also have Kobe Durant as well. Metellus did get hurt on that play as he was tackling Williams, and he was sliding awkwardly on both big toes. And the Vikings are going to have to call a timeout with 1:08 left. Covered or not, you got to throw the ball. It's 4th down. Yep. Crazy. Sam Darnold. Instead of Sam Darnold. That's the first time out burned by the Vikings. 2nd and 1. Should they have punted it there? Comment yes or no. Because part of me, now that hindsight's 2020, part of me is saying, damn, they missed an opportunity because they're getting the ball back. Now, is 140 too much time? Maybe. That's probably what they were thinking, and they want to give their defense a rest. But I don't know. Williams gets the snap as he runs over past the right guard, shimmies, and gets a couple of yards out of it. Gets 5 yards. They'll call it a 2nd and 5. They'll call it a 1st down. After a 2nd and 3, the ball's now spotted at the Minnesota 25-yard line. 48 seconds now left to go. Stafford in the gun will get the snap. He's looking. He throws it towards the right side. A diving attempt by Allen, and he can't make the catch. It is incomplete. The clock stops with 45 seconds left. Covered or not, you got to throw the ball. It's 4th down. What do you think? Should he have went for it or not? 45 seconds to go. Stafford will get the snap again. Looks towards his right side. Throws it over to Nakua, who goes inside the 20 and takes it to the 15. He's still not tackled. He took about 2 defenders with him and got 7 yards after the catch. And he takes it all the way to the 13-yard line. My gosh, he caught that thing for 6 yards. And then he had 2 defenders trying to take him down. And he just moved it for about another 6 yards. Here's another snap that's made by Stafford. The throw over to Allen, wide open. He'll dive into the end zone, and he's in. Another touchdown by the Rams. Davis Allen with a 13-yard touchdown catch, and the Rams have blown this thing wide open. Now it's a 23-3 ball game. Stafford just finding Allen with ease. More soft coverage. Extra point coming on up by Cardi. Ball spotted. The kick is up, and it is good with 15 seconds to go. The Rams have been all over the Vikings today on both sides of the ball. Stafford's had a very good game. Higbee started off playing really well, and Nakua with just 38 receiving yards, but 3 catches. He's looked really good out there today. And there's still 15 seconds to go in the first half. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. After this, we have another stream coming up. Sheep's Charge. Covered or not. 4th and 2, maybe run it. Yeah. So much for a close game, says Jane. Still anything can happen. It's just not looking good for the Vikings, but it's looking great for the Rams. And I give the Rams a lot of credit, too, by the way. I don't really think I've done that. Here's the kick. It's high. It's deep. It's going to be caught over at the 3, taking it all the way towards the 15-yard line, over towards the 20, and marked down at the 23 is Chandler. So he gets a 20-yard return with about 15 seconds to go. Whew. Flyers lead it by 1 with 7 seconds to go. Florida has an empty net. Vikings are going to take a knee, and that's going to do it. So Darnold kneels, and the Vikings will get the ball back. 24-3 is the score. I will be right back in just a few moments. Flyers win. That's good news. And we go into halftime. All right, I'm going to go warm this thing up, and I will see you guys in about 5 minutes. We'll be back at 9:45. Let's go raid somebody. Who shall we go raid? Let's go raid somebody. Who should we raid? Who shall we raid? Let's see who else is live right now. We've done Rising Rhino for a while. I love Rhino, but I want to give other people their flowers too. Who else is on? Who else is on? NBC News, no. Let's go say hi to Matt Ramage. He's a Vikings
What's up, Timmy?
caster. Let's go say hi to him. All right? I'll go say hi to Matt. How's that sound? Here's the link. I'll post it right now. This was as predictable as the sun rising in the east. Here's the link. We're copying and we're pasting it. Here we go. Let's go say hi to Matt. All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ay, ay. Well, wait, hold up. Why are we in the break source on the vertical? That's a little bit weird. Should be on the vertical last. There we go. All right. So let's talk about this. Hold up. Why is this there it is. All right. For some reason this was covered up. Yeah. What's been going on in this game? Yeah. Is there really anything for me to really say? Honestly, not really. It's been a blowout, right? Like I try to be neutral about this game, but I'm really watching this because I'm trying to learn just from an Eagles perspective what these two teams do. And obviously we're going to have to play one of them, but these two teams, I really haven't been like overwhelmed by their offenses or even by their defenses. I think Stafford is a good quarterback. I do. I think he's the best in the NFC, but I like our corners better than the Vikings. I like Quinyon Mitchell a lot, and obviously Cooper's really good. And I think that no matter who we have to face, it just seems like when there have been a lot of times where the Vikings have let up so much soft coverage in this game, and Higbee's wide open, or whoever it is. Kupp hasn't really gotten involved, but Nakua's wide open. Demarcus Robinson has had a couple of wide open catches, and I don't see that happening against us. I really don't. The one thing I wanted to look at this again. I wanted to go back to whatever it was. What was it? It had to do with one of the drives. I can't seem to recall. But Kyren Williams today, just 5 carries for 37 yards. They haven't really had to rely on him a lot today. I'm curious if he's going to be, if the Rams hang on and win, I'm curious to see how involved he will be against the Eagles if the Rams win, and if they're going to try to use him a little bit more. But they're not really playing the box with Kyren Williams, and they really haven't had to because, well, Tyler Higbee and Puka Nacua and Demarcus Robinson and Davis Allen, out of all people, Davis Allen, they're all making wide open catches. Wide open. Nobody on him. Maybe there was like one contested catch. That's it. But nothing too much that really does worry me. The Rams defense, has the Rams defense really been so strong today? I think that the Rams defense has been good. I don't know if they're like overly concerning where I see Jalen Hurts, folding under pressure just because of whoever it is that's out there. Jared Verse, Kobe Turner. I think that our O-line is going to do a much better job against that defensive line. And if we have to go up against the Vikings, their defense hasn't really scared me either, obviously. Their defensive front has not been able to provide any pressure on Matt Stafford, and he's like a statue out there. He's getting everywhere that he wants to in the pocket. Even when the pocket is collapsing, he still is able to run, and he makes his reads, his throws, and everything just looks so good for Matt Stafford. So, yeah, I don't really know what else that there is to say. I don't really have too much else to report. I'm a little bit surprised that Addison only has 1 catch for 7 yards. That's it. He's been well covered today. Justin Jefferson has 5 catches for 58 yards. They're covering him pretty well too, for the most part. But really not much. This team's not really running the ball a lot. They're both being very pass heavy. And you can obviously understand that from the Vikings' perspective, but The Rams, have they caused turnovers and have they played really good defense? Yeah. But I think that when you're dealing with Philadelphia, you're dealing with a different type of a team. So that's just really my big takeaway. Wildcard weekend always sucks with one competitive game. J and the S. Eagles defense is scary this year, for real. Listen to the fans of the other teams playing the Eagles. They are nervous. Oh, they are. Even without Nakobe Dean, they still have a very, very good defense. So there's nothing really for me to report about this game. Now, can the Vikings do things different in the second half here? Sure they can. They can turn it on, but will they? I don't know. I really don't know. The Rams, what can they really do in the second half to, turn it on? I'm sure that they're going to just try to run the ball more with Kyren Williams now, because now that they have a more comfortable lead, I guess that you want to try to save your receivers and just secure the ball. But the defense can still make an impact. But I don't know. There's just not really. I'm not really overwhelmed. I'm not scared. I'm not. I was thinking coming into this game, I'd be taking a lot of notes, I'd be feeling a certain way, maybe a little bit nervous. I don't feel that way. Does that feel weird? Does it feel weird to say that? This game is telling me that we're by far the better team. And I don't like to be cocky. I'm not trying to be like that. I don't feel scared. Problem is, the Bills and the Chiefs' offense is scary too. Oh, they're more scarier than these offenses. Am I concerned about playing Detroit? I have to see how they do next week. I'm more concerned about that side of the bracket, yes. Detroit looks like that they have better talent, but I don't know. I think that we should be the favorites. I give us a good chance against Detroit. I do. I think that we're the better team. But that's for another day. Well, it's not for another day, but I won't say it right now. We'll talk a little bit more about it during the break. So the Vikings are back on. And Darnold gets it, so it was a kickoff return that ended up going towards the back of the end zone. And Darnold starts at his own 30-yard line. He'll get the snap. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Supposed to go over to Jones, over towards the right side. Jones was unable to make the catch. Darnold in the last game was 18 for 41 in the passing game for just 166 passing yards. Today he has 113 passing yards, but not really much better. Darnold throws it up the middle. It's caught. Oh, my gosh. What a catch by Addison. Addison makes a heck of a catch, and it's for 15 yards. Darnold threw it as soon as the blitz was coming, and he really didn't have a lot of time. But, Turner's the one that knocked right into him, and about half a second before he did that, he threw it right into coverage, and Addison was there, and he made the catch. That's as perfect as a throw as you can ask for. 3 targets, 2 receptions, and 22 yards for Addison. They're at the 45 in Minnesota territory. All right, what are they going to do? They're going to pitch it back over to Jones, who runs outside over towards the 45, and he's marked down at the 50. And Lake is there to make the tackle. It's a 5-yard gain by Aaron Jones. AJ today, 35 yards in the running game on 8 carries and about 4.5 per carry. Kobe Turner today, 2 sacks in this game. They're talking about how great the defense has been. Darnold in the gun will get the snap again. He's still looking. He fakes the throw. Now rolls over towards the right side, throws it, and it's incomplete. Hit the ground right before it went into the hands of Mant. Of Johnny Munt, who was the 3rd-string tight end. And honestly, as Darnold was throwing it, Verse did a good job at getting over to the quarterback over on that right side. A little bit tough for him to throw. Hit his elbow. 3rd and 5 now. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold will get the snap again. Looks over towards his left now. Looks up the middle. Throws it. It's incomplete. Supposed to go to Naylor. He was the intended receiver. It's now 4th and 5 at the 50. And O'Connell, I guess you have to punt it here. We'll see. Let's look again at where this coverage was. Naylor ran outside and, he ran inside. He was lined up over on the right side and then ran a slant, and Darnold threw it too far away from Naylor. Naylor overran the route there. Here's the punt by the Vikings. It's high, it's deep, and it goes out of bounds. And it's going to be marked out at the 18. So Wright has a 32-yard punt. And the Rams will have it at their own 18-yard line when they return. Good start, Vikings. Let's go. Are you concerned about playing Detroit? A little, because we will be playing in Detroit. Eagles will not be favored in Detroit. Yeah, I'm not our offense, let's see how our offense does next week, but if our offense does not look good next week, that's a problem. That's a problem when we're going to Detroit. That's a problem. Let me go to Detroit. Is our offense. If our offense does not do well next week against whoever the winner is. I just, something feels a little bit different about this team. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be favored either in Detroit. I don't, but I think the Eagles have it. And not by much. Not by much. I think the Eagles can do it. I really do. I think that they can go to the Super Bowl. Eagles can't rely on the passing game. Got to be able to run it. Good point. I think that their defense can make it really tough for Jared Goff. And if we can hold them to 18 points, if we can hold them to 3 touchdowns, 21 points, I'd say that that's pretty good. I do. I'd say that that's pretty good. I really think that we can beat the Lions. Would I be surprised if we lost? Heck no. But I have faith. I have legitimate faith. The way that we lose to the Lions is if Jalen Hurts turns the ball over, which to his credit he actually hasn't done, but why is that? Because he hasn't been utilized as the number one option. I think that we'd have to really... That game is going to come down to, who's perfect. The Eagles are going to have to be perfect if they want to beat the Lions. Let's be real. Lions have made some questionable decisions, but so have the Eagles. So they're similar. They are. I think it's going to be a good match. All right, let's see what happens in this game. Let's go back. Williams will get it for the Rams as he runs up the middle actually lost 3 yards. And it'll be a 2nd and 13 now. Shotgun snap again. And they'll hand it off to Williams, who runs 8 yards. Can't understand why the screen froze. It's now a 3rd and 5. Okay, so they're at the LA 28-yard line. They're at the 28, and they got to get to the 33. All right, we're back. We're back on track. Don't worry. We're fine. We're fine. 12 minutes and 25 seconds to go in quarter number 3. 24-3, Rams up by 21 points. And the Rams are going to go from right to left. Nakua in motion. Triple receivers towards the right side now. Stafford will get the snaps, finds Nakua wide open. He'll make the catch, and he gets a first down. It was a 4-yard catch, and then Stephon Gilmore tried to dive on forward to tackle Nakua, but he got an extra yard out of it, and it was good enough to move the sticks. And the Rams, that's now their 11th first down of the day. Just 1 for 5 on third down. Not as many opportunities. They've netted 201 total yards. They have. So they'll call it a 1st and 10. 4 receptions by Nakua. 43 yards as well. Stafford under pressure. Throws it, though. It's caught again past the sticks. And it's another first down. It's caught by Hunter Long for 13 yards. And they're just getting it to him a little bit late. Stafford making the right read for sure. That's a 1st and 10 at the 46 in LA territory. Forgot to take a sip of tea. 4 seconds are left on the play clock. And Stafford hands it off to Williams. Runs outside over towards the left side and now shimmies in and gets maybe a yard. And he's marked down by Cashman. It'll be a 2nd and 9. That's what they'll call it. Bubba Thompson is going to join South Alabama football. Is going to join the South Alabama football team. Bubba Thompson. Well, didn't he play for the Dodgers? Bubba Thompson, that's, oh no, the Reds. He was a Reds prospect. Stafford in the gun will get the snap. He throws it. Was looking to find Nakua, but it's over his head and incomplete. They're previewing C.J. Stroud against Patrick Mahomes. That game will be on Saturday. Doesn't matter how Hurts plays. If the Lions score 40, it's over. I agree with that. Might get the Rams' final score right. Even with the bad offense performance yesterday, I do feel a little magic in the air for sure. You can tell, you can feel the fire in their hearts. They want it so bad they can taste it. Go Birds. Yeah, I feel something too. But the Lions, they feel that as well. And the Commanders, they feel it too. They do. Stafford in the gun will get the snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Nakua. He makes a nice catch again. It was a deep throw for 29 yards. It was actually Cooper Kupp who made the catch. Cooper Kupp. I mean, my goodness. What a catch he made. And was able to hang on to it. And Griffin was the guy covering him. Did a pretty good job. And then Kupp just turned at the very last second and he made the catch. That's the first target he's had today. And that's his also first catch as well. 9:20 left to go. It's at the Minnesota 24. And the first timeout taken by the Rams. With 9:20 left to go in the third quarter. This is getting ugly, man. At the 24. Stafford today, 201 passing yards on 24 attempts. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns. One was to Allen. And the one before that was on the first drive of the game. It was to Kyren Williams. I don't think the Eagles can beat the Bills or the Chiefs in any case. I think that they can, but I don't think they will. Put it to you that way. Stafford under center again, hands it off to Williams, and he is taken down at the ankles. And the ball came loose for a second. Do the Vikings have the ball? Williams is down. Oh boy, he's hobbling a little bit. He got shaken up. Let's see. Let's see if the ball hit the ground first. Pace Jr. got it. Did he have full possession when he had it is the question. The play is under review. I think that they called it a 2nd and 12 at the Minnesota 26, but this could not shut the door just yet on the Vikings. Pace Jr. did a good job at taking down that right ankle, and then Van Ginkel made the tackle from behind. They're going to get the call after they return from break. Whose ball? I don't know, man. It hit the turf like when he lost the ball. He lost the ball like right before I think he was down. It's not really conclusive, though. And they take a TV timeout. Wow. NFC doesn't have the horses to beat the AFC. Goff, Hurts, or Stafford versus Mahomes, Allen, or Lamar. It's a mismatch. We did beat Baltimore once, though. Baltimore doesn't scare me as much. Oh, the door is shut and it's locked. Oh, boy. Well, this is a big call here. We have a totally different piece of news. How about this? Congratulations to former Philadelphia Philly Gene Segura for winning the Gold Glove over at second base in the Dominican Winter League. Congratulations. Let's give him a round of applause. It's pretty cool. Gene Segura. I think that he'll always be loved in Philly, man, just for his hustle. You know, not really so much early on, but everybody will always remember that hit that he had in the 9th inning with the bases loaded, and the pitch was outside and low. So that was cool to see him win a Gold Glove over at second base. That's good for him, you know? Good for him. What else? What else do we have in news? See, now I'm trying to hunt for things because this game looks like it's getting out of hand. Just gotta bring it. Larry, I will leave a horse's head in your bed tonight. I don't know what else to say. Philly loves Gene Segura. Yeah. Not really so much in the beginning, but I'd say that as time went on, we came to love him. Same thing with Rhys Hoskins, too. They'll do a jet sweep over with Nakua. So the play was, so they called it, and they said that he had control of the ball. They still say that he had control over it. So Nakua runs for 7 yards. I like how they just cut right from the timeout, right out of it, you know, and just go like right into the action. So it's a 3rd and 5 at the Minnesota 19-yard line. All right, so 8:15 left to go in the third quarter. A field goal pretty much gives them, well, I guess it still is a 3-possession game. It is. Stafford in the gun will get the snap. Pressure's coming, and he is sacked right at the 26. Andrew Van Ginkel is the guy that takes him down, and it's now a 4th and 12. That sends them back to the Minnesota 26-yard line, so this would be a 44-yard field goal. It was a big sack. It was for a loss of 7 yards. Nice to see him break through there. 8:05 left to be played. Now it's 7:30, excuse me. It's a 44-yard attempt by Joshua Cardi. Hit a 34-yarder in his last try. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. He got it. He just got it right through the right upright. And another timeout on the field at the 7:19 mark here in the third quarter. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icons. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, baby. We got 16 concurrent viewers over here. I appreciate that very, very much. Don't forget, after this game, I think we're still going to go on for... do we still want to do a post-game show? Not a post-game show. Do we want to do a preview tonight, or do we want to do it tomorrow? Should we do it tomorrow? Because I guess people are going to be going to bed. I guess we could do it tomorrow. I did say that I was going to do a Phillies cast today, but I figured that wasn't going to happen because I wanted to rest up today. Should we do it tomorrow? Shall we vote? Shall we make a poll on it? What should we do, guys? Should we do an Eagles preview on the next matchup tonight at like 11:45, or should we just wait till tomorrow? Let's see. I'll make a poll. I'll just make a poll right now. Some man said he would be on Discord tonight after the game. We can do a post-game show for this, but do you want to do an Eagles pod? There, let's see. Should we do an Eagles pod? Eagles preview pod tonight? Tonight or tomorrow? Tonight or tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon. We'll start that poll now. There we go. All right. And then by the end of this, we'll see who wins. Tonight or tomorrow afternoon? That's the poll question. Should we do an Eagles preview pod tonight or tomorrow afternoon? Okay. If you guys want to do it tonight, like, by all means, like, please be honest. Be honest with me. We got 533 views so far. Tomorrow, says Scott. All right, let's see what everybody else has to say. I didn't even make the thumbnail yet, but I can do that. Here's the kickoff. It's high. It's deep. It's going to be caught over at the 1, though, taking it to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, and marked out of bounds at the 39. On special teams is Powell, or Chandler, that is. They'll call it at the Minnesota 38. That's where they'll say that he's marked down. And Darnold is going to head back out there. So it still is technically a 3-possession game. The Rams would have to make 3 touchdowns and essentially 3 two-point conversions. This game is putting people to sleep. I'd wait. Okay. All right. That's probably smart. There's a chance for some snow tomorrow. We have a 5-yard run up the middle by Aaron Jones. And he's taken down by Curl. Bro, there's still time left. Like, we're not even in the fourth quarter, dude. 6:50 left in this third quarter. This is the largest deficit of the season. I'll tell you this. If the Vikings don't get a touchdown here, it's pretty much game over. Darnold fakes the handoff. It's a play-action pass. He's looking. He throws it pretty deep. He fires, and it is incomplete. Witherspoon, no flags. Witherspoon covered Jefferson. That would have been right at the 20 in LA territory. They decided to take a shot there. Was there any holding? Nope, that was good defense. It was. And it's a 3rd and 5 at the 43. All right, let's wake up. This is a huge play here. .6:29 to go in the third quarter. Darnold in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking again. Throws up the middle. It's caught at the 45 and inside the 43. Over to Naylor for 14 yards at the LA 43-yard line. 14-yard pass by Darnold. And a first down in LA territory. Right up the middle, and that was a good pass and a nice route run by Jalen Naylor. Darnold will get the snap again. Looks over towards his right side. Throws it. It was wide and incomplete. It was supposed to go to Jones, and he just threw it wide left. That's on Darnold there. Jones was not at that spot, and Darnold overthrew it just by a little tad. That was an interesting play call, too. Still 5:47 to go. Short week for the Rams. Next Sunday, JJ, the Eagles game. Yes. Next Sunday's the Eagles game. It's at 3 o'clock. It's at 3 o'clock. Oh, you're saying I should do it next Sunday? I'll do it tomorrow. Unless people want me to do it tonight. Darnold will get the snap. Pressure's coming. He avoids the sack. He throws it, and it is incomplete again. I think Jones was the intended receiver, and now what they're going to do is they do throw a flag. They're going to call it on Durant for a defensive holding, and that, looking at the replay, that's the right call. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and that's a new set of downs for Minnesota. It's a 1st and 10 in LA territory at the 38. And Durant gets his first flag of the game. We haven't had a lot of flags. Hopefully I didn't just jinx that. Only 1 penalty for Minnesota, 4 for LA. It's not a lot. Not a lot. Supposed to go deep right, they say. 5:41 to play in the third. 5-man rush up front for the Rams. Darnold gets the high snap. He'll roll over towards the left side. He runs it over towards the 40. Throws it, though, and it's juggled and caught by Naylor past the sticks. 12 yards on that catch. And another first down by the Vikings. This is their best drive that they've had today. 5 plays, 36 yards in 98 seconds. And Naylor juggled it and just secured it at the last second. 1st and 10 at the 26. Darnold will get the snap again. Looking up the middle, throws it, and it's caught by Hawkinson, who takes it to the 10, to the 5, and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, a 26-yard reception by TJ Hawkinson, and the Vikings are back in business. It's 27-9. Still a long ways to go, though, for them. And Darnold almost threw it behind Hawkinson. I don't know how Hawkinson slowed up, but he caught it right behind his left hip. My gosh. And he just was able to secure it. I mean, if it was just a millisecond later, it wouldn't have been caught. So the Vikings 0 for 1 on 2-point conversions this season. And Durant, I think, it was Witherspoon who got injured during the play. So it looks like he's coming out. 27-9. Still a 27-9 game. So what is it? 18 points. It would be still a 3-possession game if they don't get this. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking, throws it. It's caught, and it's shy of the end zone by about 3 yards by Jefferson. Lake is the one who makes the tackle. The attempt fails, and there's 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. It's still a 3-possession game. Still. And we go into a break. Spot them a 24-point lead, then exploit the prevent defense strategy. Snow would advantage the Eagles too, I think. Yeah, Snow and Philly would give Philly the upper hand. I like Stoutland. I think Stoutland is a very good linebacker, or is a good offensive line coach. And the reason why I bring that up is because I think that with what he does in his practices, it seems like, these guys that he gets and the guys that he practices with, he does a good job with conditions and conditioning the guys, even in weather, even in bad weather. Yeah, tea time. It is time for tea. I needed that 2-point conversion there. That would have been huge. So what is it? If they get 8-7-3 is 18, correct? Even just cold temps help Philly. Yeah, it snows in Detroit, though. Oh, we're talking about next week. If it snows in Philadelphia. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Like, the Lions, I'm not, trying to overlook next week, but I've been comparing us to the Lions for a while. I know that you guys had a tough time containing them, but I think that we put up a much better fight than you guys did. You guys just could not. You guys, are looking. Honestly, your offense, I gotta call it like it is. Your offense is looking the same as it did against the Lions. It's not like the Eagles' offense, as bad as the passing game has been. It doesn't look like this. Detroit plays indoors. It's true, too. It's true. As long as someone beats the Lions. Yeah. I like our offense better. I like our defense better. I do think that we pose a threat to them, at the very least. Everyone had a hard time containing Detroit, not just the Vikings. I know, but I like our defense. I like our defense better. I think that we have a good. I definitely think we can go toe-to-toe with them. Now I have to root for the Commanders. This season is crazy. You don't have to root for anybody else except for the Eagles. Stafford will fake the handoff. He'll roll over towards the right side, gets the snap, throws it, and it's caught at the 35 and getting about an extra 3 yards. Will be Parkinson. And it's a 2nd and 3 at the LA 37-yard line. Kyren Williams, haven't really called his name too much. 9 rushes for 41 yards. Surprised that they didn't run it there. Now you probably are going to run it. Still 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Stafford under center. Nakua towards his left. A handoff to Williams, and Williams will get a first down as he dives on forward and gets to the 41. How confident are you playing the Rams next week, JJ? Oh, very confident. Very, 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 very confident. I don't see that they're. I don't think that they're a threat at all to us. I only root for the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles can win a shootout, says Larry. Yeah, that is a concern I do have. If we have to come up with a drive at the end of the game and we're down, I don't know. Stafford in the gun will get the snap, play action pass. He throws it downfield, and it is incomplete. Almost caught by Long right at the 20. And it's incomplete. What does Mini JJ think? What does Mini Bobblehead JJ think? That's what I'm feeling. I'm not as confident as JJ after yesterday's performance. Yeah, I mean, like, the offense didn't look good. But I really like this defense. I do think Hurts will be better, though. Stafford's going to run it himself, and he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage at the 39. And it's now a 3rd and 10. There's a 3rd and 10. I don't know why he decided to run it there. It was a little bit of a weird play. Rams tonight 2 for 7 on 3rd down. This is huge. Empty backfield. They decide to go with 5 seconds left on the play clock. And Stafford gets the snap, throws it towards Nakua, and he'll make the catch, but just for about a yard. Decided to throw a short pass over to Nakua, and there's 2:40 left to go, and it's now 4th and 9. And the ball is at the LA 42. So the Vikings do get a stop. They do. They got a stop over on defense. And it looks like the punting unit is going to go out there, and they will. Ethan Evans, 30 punts inside the 20 this year. Let's see where he punts this one. It's high, and it is going to bounce right at the 2, and it goes out of bounds right at the 4. Wow. Thought maybe it was at the 2. Nope, it bounced out of bounds. It was over towards the 4-yard line, and that's where the Vikings have to start, as it was punted right out of bounds after it bounced inside the 4. Wow. So, 2:07 left to go, and the Vikings have another mountain to climb. Rams are 17 minutes and 7 seconds left from taking on the Eagles. All right, another sip of tea. How long have we been streaming for? We're at the 2-hour, 41-minute marker. Okay. Big Saquon game keeps Detroit's offense off the field. Big Saquon game keeps the defense off the field. Defense gets a couple stops, maybe a turnover. That's the formula. I think Eagles would be about 6-point underdogs. Our defense is about as solid as you can get. We got to get ahead and stay ahead. We don't play good in close games other than the first game with Green Bay this season. That's true. But we played good against Baltimore. Was that a close game, though? Now I'm, like, sort of blanking out on this. Was that a close game? I thought it was. Why am I blanking out? Maybe it was like the scoreboard. Maybe we started off, I think, now that I remember, I think that we started off really strong in that game, and then Baltimore sort of made a statement, but it was just like too little, too late type of a thing. I don't know, my memory is not so good now, tonight. It's not really good. JB, Eagles very confident. Go Birds. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this team. Grace says, bless you. Thanks. Appreciate that. She also has a swoop emoji in the chat. Eagles would be about 6-point underdogs. Yeah. All right, tomorrow afternoon or today. So we got 5 votes. We want an Eagles pod tonight or tomorrow afternoon. So the Vikings start off at their own 4-yard line. They trail 27-9 against the Rams. There's still 2:07 to go in the third quarter. They'll pitch it back over to Jones, and Jones gets over towards the left side, and they'll get 2 yards. Tried to get past Gallimore, and Gallimore took him down at the 6. So Witherspoon are showing the injury that he suffered against T.J. Hawkinson. He sort of was slowing up a little bit. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Darnold gets the snap. He's looking. He'll throw it, and it's caught right shy of the sticks by Addison. It is a 7-yard pass, though, and Addison got out of bounds at the 13-yard line. O-line did a good job at buying Darnold time. And now it's a 3rd and 1 at the 13. What's going to happen now? We shall see. Another big play coming up. Interesting how they're now getting him more involved. 1:05 to go in quarter number 3. Darnold is under center. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 2 seconds left. They'll push forward, and they get a 1st down out of it. And that sends them to the 15-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 now with 50 seconds to go. I mean, they don't really have too much time to clock this. They should be running a couple of more plays. Darnold under center again, 40 seconds to go. Darnold hands it off and tries to give it over to Aaron Jones, and Jones loses maybe a couple of yards there. And there's 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. I mean, like, why would you run it? And actually, luckily, as they said that he showed it right at the line of scrimmage. 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They don't really have time to run. Are they going to run one more play? 10 seconds left, 9 seconds left, and they're not going to run another play. We go into the 4th quarter. It's a 2nd and 10 at the Minnesota 15. And in that situation, if you're Minnesota, I don't know about you, but I'm scratching my head and I'm thinking to myself, well, they're down by 3 possessions. It's the playoffs, and there's 1 quarter left to go. We don't really know, you want to try to score quick. Why not take a shot? How disappointing would it be to lose to the Rams? Halftime says I need Jones to get a touchdown. Why? You made a bet? Who'd you bet with? You don't do betting. I didn't think that you bet. I didn't think that you betted. All right, trivia time. We will do some trivia, because why not? I'm going to ask you an NFL trivia question. Garbage time parlay. I'm going to ask you an NFL trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Jones gets a touchdown. I win $400. Since when do you bet? Since when do you bet, my guy? Let's do a trivia question. Ravens was 24-19. Baltimore scored 9 in the 1st quarter to our 0. 2nd quarter was 14-3 Eagles. 3rd was zip. Yeah, Eagles not really a close game. Baltimore scored 9 though in the 1st quarter to our 0. So we came back. We did. We came back in that game. Let's do a trivia question. I'll do an easy one. Which Detroit Lions running backs are made up of the duo nickname Sonic and Knuckles? Which Detroit Lions running backs make up the duo nicknamed Sonic and Knuckles? That's the question. Gibbs and Montgomery. Good job. Yeah. I was going to ask a trick question. I probably should have said who were, and fooled you. But I didn't. Thought I did. That's some dumb nicknames. Ay, ay, ay. Vikings go from right to left as we start off the fourth quarter. It's a 2nd and 10. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking. He'll climb the pocket. He'll escape a tackle. Takes it to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, and he slides. He'll slide, and they'll mark him down. There's a flag, though. And O'Neal got banged up. I think he slid right at the 38, I want to say. And he is down, and we also have another injury from a Rams player. There was a flag thrown. Let's see what this flag is. So O'Neal got injured. Young was also injured. The penalty was called on Kinchins for unnecessary roughness. So it was enforced at the 32, and they got a 15-yard gain out of it on top of that from the penalty. So that sends Minnesota to their own 47-yard line. Both teams still have 2 timeouts left. So he scrambled for 17 yards. Did a good job at sliding forward, and Kinchins made some contact with him. Played just 9 seconds in this fourth quarter, and we have a timeout taken on the field with that. NFL trivia time with JJ. Those are some dumb. Yes, always bet on sports. I didn't know that you bet. What do you use? Are you a DraftKings guy? Told me that you don't know how to use Google. So how do you do it? I'm not trying to take a shot at you, man. I'm not trying to. It's all in fun, man. It is. It's all in fun. It's all in fun. Jake Grammer, so it's like a Walmart. Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery is correct. 560 views. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. I think that we're just going to do the Eagles pod tomorrow. It's getting a little bit late. After this game, I think we're just going to call it. JJ's taking shots. I'm not trying to. I wasn't trying to. It's all in fun, man. It's just funny. But classier. You go to the casino every weekend? Oh, wow. Huh. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool, man. As long as you have fun. And, yeah, man. Huh. I didn't know that. So, Brian O'Neal, 6 feet 7 inches tall, 310 pounds in his 7th season. He was hobbling. The trainers are taking a look at him for the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think he's in there. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking. He throws it downfield, and it is incomplete to Addison. He was covered very well by Hecht. Addison tried to make a catch where he dove backwards and just couldn't get there. Pass was just a little bit out of reach for him. That would have been insane if he caught that. 2nd and 10 at the 47. 5 targets for Jordan Addison and 29 yards. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold hands it off to Jones. Trying to get past the left guard. Spins, turns, and he gets about 4 yards. As soon as he made the spin, he was at the 47. at the 49 in Minnesota. Then he was able to get right over to the LA 49. So it's 27-9. Rams lead it, but the Vikings have the football at the LA 39-yard line. Did I say 49? I meant to say 39. Darnold will get the snap again. He has time. He'll throw up the middle. TJ Hawkinson makes the catch. And yes, that is at the 39. So it's a 10-yard gain. Oof. I was looking up, and I was like, wait, why does it say at the LA 39? And now that makes sense, because they're ahead. So good job spoiling that, NFL Jesus. That's what the website's called, NFL Jesus. GSIS. Darnold hands it off to Jones, runs past the right guard, and can't get past the 36, so he's down at the 37. And it's just a 2-yard gain. This drive has lasted 9 plays for 3 minutes and 34 seconds, and the Vikings have gotten 59 yards out of it. Remember, they started at their own 9-yard line. Darnold will get the snap again. He'll try to look and throw it deep over towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted. I mean, getting a hand on it. It was supposed to go over to Naylor. And I think that the Rams had Darius Williams out there. Almost made a catch. Nope, he just got his left hand on it. Wouldn't have caught it, but still. Threw it right down the center, yep. Just overthrew it, not by much. 3rd and 8. I go for another deep shot here. 12:54 left to be played. Triples towards the right side. Darnold will back up. He'll get the snap. He still has time. He's looking to throw. And what's he going to do? Pressure's coming, and down he goes. Thought he was looking to throw. He did a little pump fake there, and he took a sack for about a loss of 13. He had plenty of time, and Hecht and Fisk are the ones to make the combined tackles, and that sends him back to the 50. Now it's pretty much Hail Mary time. Got to get to the 39, to the 29. He had plenty of time to throw that. That's on him. That's not on the O-line, nothing. They are going to punt it, which I'm a little bit surprised. They will punt it, and it is going to be marked down inside the 2. It goes out of bounds, though. It bounced at the 2, and the Rams will have it at their own 20-yard line with 12:01 to go. And we have a timeout taken. Hold it a little longer, Sam. Jeez. Run behind the backup tackle who just came in. Smart. Jeez, dude. Like, dude, he had like all the time to throw it. Punt. They won't be expecting it. Element of surprise, dude. Like, you don't really have time. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, everybody's off for them. Williams tries to knock on the door and get past the sticks. Get past the line of scrimmage, and he gets taken down in between the hash marks for about 2 yards. Just a gain of 2. Now mark him down at the LA 22-yard line. 2nd and 8. And a flag? Jackson knocked into... Oh, one of the Vikings players got Kyren Williams' face mask. It's Cashman. He's had a really bad day today. They call a face mask on Cashman. And it's a 15-yard penalty. And the Rams will have it at their own 37. Blake Cashman, he's had a bad day today. He grabbed right onto the face mask at the last second. Can't do that. Cannot do that. Last week, there were tons of open receivers. Sam just didn't see. Probably the same here. Yep. Stafford under center with a 1st and 10. We'll pitch it back over to Williams, who runs over towards the 40 to the 45. Jukes over towards the 47. And that's where he's marked down. Outside of the hash mark towards the left side. And it's a 1st and 10 at the LA 49. So 1-2, and they just get 29 yards out of it. All right, so I think we're just going to do this tomorrow. After the game is done, I think I'm just going to call it a night. Get some more tea, relax. Oh, run it again with Williams, and he has a wide open gap. Takes it to the 45, to the 40, to the 30, and it'll just slide right on down at the 25. Another flag thrown, though, and it's in the secondary. And I think that they're going to call it back. It looks like Kyren Williams is walking back. I mean, he had a wide open hole towards that left side. Let's see. They're going to call holding on the offense. So it is a 10-yard penalty. It's called on Jordan Whittington. And let's see. I don't really see the hold there. Let's see. That is a ticky-tack call. It's holding Ward. It wasn't even really holding him. Just for a second, that's not really blatant. So it's a 1st and 16 at the LA 43. They don't call face mask against Vikings opponents seriously like 6 times this year. Another handoff over to Williams. He'll run it over towards the right side. Takes it to the 45, and he's down at the 49. It was Rivers, actually. And that was the first time that he's been used in the running game. And another flag thrown. They're going to call holding again on the offense. And this will be on Davis Allen. And that's another 10-yard penalty, and that takes them back to the 33, and they got to get 26 yards. That was a holding. That was a holding. That was a good call. Allen held on to Van Ginkel. Got him right on the left shoulder. Tried to rip it, man. 1st and 26 with 10 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. And another whistle, another flag right before the snap is made. And they're going to call a false start on LA. How many penalties in a row is that? That's like 4 penalties. The refs have something to say about this game now, and it's a 1st and 31. It takes them back to the 28 now. That's a long, long ways. Cashman has the Vikings' only sack today. Got beaten by his man 3 times, though. 2 times on the first drive. He gave up 28 yards to Puka. And then 22 yards to Hawkinson. I remember that. Stafford will pitch it over to Williams over towards the right side. Williams is marked down at the 31. It's just a gain of 2. And there's still 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to be played. Vikings still have 2 timeouts left, and so do the Rams. What time are next week's games? We got... So the division round starts on Saturday. Texans and Chiefs play at 4:30. Then it's Commanders and Lions at 8. It should be a fun one to watch. Stafford in or under center again. He'll hand it off to Williams. and he gets 4 yards, or 5 yards maybe, as Pace is the one that takes him down right at the ankles, and I'm flying in the air. Vikings are the oldest NFL / MLB / NBA / NHL franchise to never win a championship. Since 1961. I didn't know that now they're the oldest one. There's Daniel Jones over on the sideline. 3rd and 24 at the 35-yard line, still in LA territory. Stafford under center, hands it off to Williams again, and he'll get over towards the 40, and he'll be wrapped up. And a 4th and 18 coming up at the LA 41. And they're just going to try to take that clock down. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. And they're going to probably take it all the way down to the 7:38 mark. This right here is the drive of the game. They have got to... Honestly, if you're the Vikings, would you just try to get it in field goal range and then just take the field goal? I don't know. We'll see. 2 seconds left on the play clock. And here is the punt. It's high, and it's going to bounce at the 4 and just gets into the end zone. Boy, that was almost saved on special teams. And the Vikings will have it at their own 20 with 7:25 left to be played in the 4th quarter. Don't read it. It's a setup. I knew that, unfortunately. Just had a deja vu moment, and I'm in the future. Tuesday, 2:50 p.m. Sorry, I can't give spoilers. Vikings are top 5 all-time in regular season success. Oh, Larry's going back to that comment about the championships. Yeah. Well, if I'm ever feeling down about the Phillies... I'm ever feeling down about the Eagles. You know, I know who I can compare my franchise to. To make myself feel better. It's wild. I was at the Flyers game. Great game, but we were watching you at the stadium, says Mark. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. I mean, you know, enjoy the game, like, but I'm happy. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. It does. I do. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed that one though, because that was a huge win. Huge win by the Flyers. This game, not really so much, man. Did you see the Flyers / Sixers are gonna get a new arena? Yep. They striked the whole thing with going into Center City, which I was not for. And they're staying put, which I think is great. And they're going to try to get a WNBA team, which I've wanted. I wanted them to try to do that. And it seems like that's what they're going to try to do. So that'll be nice. And it's right where the Wells Fargo Center is. So they're, I guess, going to tear it down. Is that what the whole thing is? Somebody can correct me on that. But it's going to be renovated? Or is it going to be a new stadium? 15 concurrent viewers still. All right. I think after this, we're not gonna do a pod tonight. South Philly, where they belong. Question is, where in South Philly? It's a new stadium. Okay. Darnold in the gun. He'll get the snap again. Oh, look. He'll fire it deep. And it is incomplete again. Supposed to go to Addison over towards that left seam. And he overthrew it. Okay. All right, we're going to end this poll. How old is the Wells Fargo Center? It was named the Wachovia Center, and I think it was the Spectrum before that, correct? 2005, I want to say. 7:20 left to be played in the fourth quarter. 27-9. LA Rams in front. They'll hand it off. Taking it to the 25, and inside the 28 is Jones. And they don't really have time to run it. They'll actually say that it's a 9-yard gain, and it was by Akers. Darnold's now under center. Hands it off again over to Akers. Can he get a first down? I think he's a little bit short. I do. Try to get it over towards the right guard. I think he's short. They call it a first down. They say that he got it. Really not by much. 6:35 left to be played. Akers is going to come on out. Rams are 9-3 since the bye week. 6:24 left to be played in the fourth quarter, and a timeout's going to be taken. Who's it by? They're gonna review the play. I don't like it how they take so much time to just do that. It's like they go up all the way to when they're about to snap it, and then they're like, well, now we're going to review it. So the ruling on the field is that the runner got the first down. And again, I don't think he got it. I'm going to look again and see, did he show the ball? They're looking at the body. I think that they're going to reverse it. I do. His behind it wasn't there. No. So the Rams challenged it. They said that the play was under review, so Rams challenged, and the play is reversed. So they're going to spot the football right at the 29, and it's a 4th and 1. And the Vikings officially have their season on the line now. This is pretty much it. They're going to put 6:56 back on the clock. They added 36 seconds on the game clock there. All right, here we go. Game on the line. Vikings 6 for 15 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth. Still is a 3-possession game. He'll break the huddle. 6:50 left to go. Darnold under center. What's going to happen? Hawkinson's in motion. They're going to push forward, and I think he got it. He did. All right. So Darnold gets the first down, 1 yard, and the clock still continues to tick with 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 27 points by the Rams, 9 by the Vikings. Both teams still have all 2 timeouts left, or both timeouts left. Darnold, and they're going to get the snap. He'll roll out of the pocket. He'll throw it over to Jones, and Jones makes the catch, but he loses 2 yards. He does. They sort of had to rush that throw, Darnold, because the pass rush was coming over towards that left side. And it's a 2nd and 12. Rigged. Oakland Coliseum is over 300 years old. I didn't know that. I still miss the Spectrum. Darnold will get the snap again. He'll roll over towards his right side. He'll try to beat a couple pass rushers. He'll actually throw it. Takes it to the 35, to the 40, to the 45 is Hawkinson. Hawkinson still is on his feet, and he's marked down at the 50. That was an incredible improvisation there. That was Munt, actually, who made the catch. I saw tight end, so I couldn't tell whose numbers it was, but Munt was the guy who did make the catch. And it's a 1st and 10 at midfield. He did not get out of bounds. Clock continues to tick with 5 minutes to go. Darnold will throw it over towards his right side. Finds Aaron Jones, and Jones gets over to the 48 in LA territory. And there's a flag. O'Neal is out for the rest of the game. They're going to call it on LA. And it's an illegal use of the hands, a 5-yard penalty. And that's going to be on Christian Roseboom. And that's going to be added to the spot, so they will call it at the LA 45. So they move up about an extra 5 yards. Man, these games this weekend. Boy, 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Clock is not ticking, huh? Darnold gets the snap again. He's looking, pass rush coming, and he's sacked. He's sacked back at the Minnesota 47. And Gallimore is the guy who rushes through and breaks away. And that's the 8th sack today that Darnold has had to deal with. And the Rams defense just continuing to throw a party out there in Arizona. Looks like it's a home game for them. Man, 2nd and long with 4:18 to go. Darnold will get the snap. He'll look towards his left. He throws it. It's caught by Naylor inside the 50. He lost his footing, and he slips, and he's down at the 46. And it's a 3rd and 11, so more so of a 3rd and manageable now. 4 minutes left to go. Clock still continues to tick. Defense, 7 players with half a sack. That's tied for the most in a playoff game since 1982. 3rd and 11. Darnold gets the snap again. Looks up the middle, throws it, and it is complete, I think. It is. It was to Jordan Addison. He makes the catch in the air at the 34. Play is under review again. They will review this once again to see if he caught it. Addison got it right on his knee. That's a catch. I think that's a catch. I think he had full possession of it. Got it on his right knee. And even though he wasn't able to fully secure it in his hands, he used his knee to make the catch there, I think. They reviewed it, and they said that it was incomplete. I guess that they said that he didn't have full possession of it, and I thought that he did. Yeah, looking at the replay. Yeah, okay, I see. I see where their point is. Point made. 4th and 11, season on the line again. 3:42 left to go. Triple receivers over towards the right side. Darnold gets the snap. He'll look. He has time. He'll throw it deep. He'll throw it, and it is almost picked off at the 2, but nonetheless a turnover on downs. It was supposed to go over to Justin Jefferson. It's an incomplete pass, and the Rams will take on over at their own 46-yard line. Jefferson was going downfield, and Darnold gave it everything that he had. That was in double coverage, though, and Wallace nearly picked that thing off. Just went right through his hands. Or Witchins, that was. And that right there is pretty much it. Play Daniel Jones. We know the script now. I have a newspaper clipping of a picture of the Spectrum from the day before they tore it down. Wow. First and 10 with 3:35 to go. They'll run it with Williams, and he gets 4 yards out of it. Jefferson lined up versus 8 different defenders tonight, according to Next Gen Stats. Jeff McLean just tweeted out, Eagles will host the Rams on Sunday for a spot in the NFC Championship game. And I'm not going to wait to say anything until the clock officially strikes 0, because I'm old school that way. Surprised that we even have the reporters doing that. I mean, is there really a chance for the Rams to come back? It's like winning the lottery. Or sorry, for the Vikings to come back, but they hand it off to Williams again. Rivers, that is, and he gets about a yard, and the second timeout is taken. Second timeout was taken before by Minnesota. It's now 3rd and 4 at the 48. And they will burn their third and final timeout. Darnold plus pressure game equals disgust. I pray this is the score for the Lions and Eagles. I don't. I don't want it to be this type of a game at all. Eagles win? Sure. I'll take any score. Stafford under center again. They'll flip it over towards the left side, and they'll try to give it up to, I think that is to Williams, and he's just short of the sticks. There's Rivers again. Yeah, why even play Williams? So Rivers is out there. That's now 4th and 2. Honestly, at this point, why do you have to lose? I just go for the win here. I really would. I would just go for the win. They had the Cardinals had 52,000 tickets sold in the first 2 hours. The concessions were for over 60,000 plus people. They ordered, according to ESPN, they ordered 200 gallons of paint for the field. 400 passengers, 6 dogs, and 2 cats on the 2-team planes. Weird. Evans will go out there to punt the football with 2:40 left to go. And Evans will kick it. And it is going to bounce inside the 8 and goes out of bounds. The Vikings will have it. This will be their last offensive drive of the season. They have no timeouts. 2:33 left to go. It's just a matter of icing it now. Darnold cost himself about $50 million in the last 2 weeks. At least I don't have to worry about the Vikings overpaying Darnold. What? First you meant Vikings can come back, and then you don't want the Eagles to win 27-9. You need some sleep, JJ. No, I want the Eagles to win 27-9. I do. I want the Eagles to win 27-9. I'll take an Eagles win any day. It doesn't matter what the score is. 27-9 sounds great, but I'm not taking that for a loss. Heck no. At this point, I don't even care what the score is. I care about the wins. Darnold throws it, and making the catch is Naylor right at the 12. Right at the 15, excuse me. That's a 2nd and 3. 2:15 left to go. They're not even hustling. Oh, yes, they are. All right, they're going to get one more off. Darnold will get the snap, and he'll throw it. It's caught at the 21 by Munt for 6 yards, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. With exactly 2 minutes to go. All right. After this, we're done. We're calling it a night. We are. I'll make the timestamps for this cast, and then we're going straight to bed. It's just really crazy, man, how, like, the Rams, they played good today. I ain't afraid of them. I'm not really afraid of them. One thing that we got to do, though, is that our secondary is going to have to really do its job. And the offense, as long as Jalen Hurts is not going to pass it, this offensive line, the Vikings' offensive line overall, I thought did fine for the most part. Darnold, it's just on him to throw. I thought that they gave him a lot of time in the pocket. But I think that Hurts will be quicker at the very least. I don't think Hurts will hold on to the ball for as long as, Sam Darnold has. Literally, you could probably brush your teeth and then throw the football. That's how much time Sam Darnold, I thought, was given today for the most part. There are a couple plays where he didn't have as much time. Yeah. Not too many, though, that I could remember. Again, I can go back and look at the tape. But to my recollection, not really too many times. I'm loopy, too. You're good, JJ. Much love. I know. How about an interception as the cherry on top of this crap Sunday? Oh, it's Monday, Larry. It's Monday. You ever hear of Tuesday morning quarterback? 8 sacks are not all on the O-line. No. Maybe 2. But even, when he had time to throw, and then he was running out of the pocket, and he still completed passes, like the one to Aaron Jones, that's on him, too. It's not on the O-line. Darnold will get the snap, and he'll look downfield, he'll throw it with all his might. He throws it, it's caught. Oh, it's incomplete. Addison almost made a ridiculous catch, could not hang on to it, though. Right at the 27. You can say crap, but not poop. People order our patties. Yeah, no. Poop. Addison, how did he not hang on to that? Darnold actually had a good throw there. I mean, it hit the turf, and it's a little bit... it's not so easy. And there's a ref that's going to throw a flag. I don't know what the flag is on. At this point, we're just waiting for the clock to run down to 0. Two receivers lined up over towards the right side again. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold will get the snap. And pressure's coming, and down he goes. Right back at the 8. The 9th sack by the Rams. The 9th. And he loses 9 yards. And that certainly is going to take more time away from the clock as it just continues to run. Another fake. Another little pump fake on the throw. I've seen him do it so many times tonight where he fakes the pass and then just gets sacked. Again, he'll look over towards his left side. He'll throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And taking it right over towards the 20 is Aaron Jones. And he didn't even run out of bounds. Durant and McAuliffe are there to tackle him. And it's a 4th and 11 with 1 minute left to go. and they will go for it. 50 seconds left. Darnold gets it, and he'll throw it, and it is incomplete. And that's going to do it. And the Rams are going to take on over right at their own 20, right at the Minnesota 20-yard line. And that is the season for the Vikings and the Rams. In 45 seconds, they will take a knee. We'll go on to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles on Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So the Eagles, we got an opponent. And we will be hosting the Rams, who advanced to the divisional round in Philadelphia. Darnold's pass was supposed to go over to Sherfield, by the way, and he could not hang on to it. And there's one knee, one more knee, and that should really wrap it up. There's 3 seconds separating the play clock from the game clock. And the Vikings, well, their season is done. The Rams are going on to the next round, and they just continue their magical run, man. Like I said, the Eagles, they should easily take care of business against the Rams, but the Rams, tell you what, man, Rams still have a nice team. They do, and the Eagles, they can't screw up. If they made some of the same mistakes that they did against the Packers, well, there's lesser of a margin of error for sure against this Rams team. So we shall see what goes on, and that's it. All right, clocks have struck 0. Rams are moving on. The Vikings season is done. So there's just one NFC North team left, and that is the Detroit Lions. Tomorrow we will have a Eagles podcast, and I will get people on, and we'll talk about a little bit about tonight's game, and we'll give a little preview to the Rams game, and we'll give our first predictions. All right? I'm done. I'm happy that we at least got through this, and I shall see you on the next one. Boo, this game was rigged. We were robbed. I can't be rid of Darnold quick enough. Dude, he was so bad. I mean, I don't know. Like, where do they go? Where did the Vikings go from here? Well, Darnold's not going to get that contract. Aaron Jones, did he have a good game today? He played all right. Justin Jefferson, he has to have somebody to throw the ball to him. He does. I don't know, man. It's just, for them, I thought that they actually should have beaten the Rams. I really do. I thought that they were better than that. But Stafford did what he had to do. Threw for 209 yards. Had 2 touchdown passes. Thought that he looked really comfortable in the pocket. But the other QB, Sam Darnold, not too much. I don't really know what else there is to say. J.J. McCarthy, that's who you're looking for, man. And Eagles love to eat the Rams. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, I think it should be a good one. At the link next time, go Birds on Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank you all for partying with me. Thank you for partying with me, man. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm shocked that the Rams blew them out like this. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me. Justin Jefferson just walked out, and he looks so upset. So it's Lions and Commanders, and then Eagles and Rams on the NFC side of the divisional round. Jane starts the fire for the Lamb. Vikings have a future, rookie QB, and plenty of cap space. They do. They do. It's just, it's not the type of ending that I expected. I didn't expect them to go out like this. I really did not. I thought that even at the end, like Kevin O'Connell, some of the play calls that he made, like why are they throwing short in the third quarter? You know, with like 3 minutes to go. Why are they still running it with Aaron Jones? Like you gotta try to take a shot, man. You know, aren't you trying to win this game? It's survive and move on. You know? All right, love you all. Good night, says Jane. Good night, Jane. Good night. Good night, Scott. Yeah. All right, Lila Tov. Lila Tov, everybody. Good night, everybody. I hope that you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we got the Eagles, and we'll do that in the afternoon. We'll do our pregame show, our preview show, and then on Tuesday night, which is tomorrow, we got the Sixers. Boo the Sixers. Let's do that real quick. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye.